properties. There. There. Hello. All right. Excuse me. Yeah, we have sound, so hopefully we'll be able to come through, be able to hear it. Yet to hear any sound off my end. So let's see if I can go. All right. Whoa, that was loud. All right. Super duper. Open a new tab. There, we're gonna watch the channel. It's always best to watch the channel instead of the actual streaming thing. So, there. See if I can minimize that actual here. Controls. No, I don't want to. Sorry. Golly gee. All right. So we're just gonna focus on right here. We don't want to have that. We want to have an absolute live right there. So hopefully you guys can see this coming through. So I'm going to switch to the night mode. No, night mode in YouTube gaming. We're not YouTube gaming today. No, sir. No how. Hopefully it's not showing. Okay, cool. How to size right there. Cool. So now I'm going to tilt this up and pretend that you're not even there. The lovely viewing audience out there who's watching this on demand. Oh yeah, I should probably tell everyone that we're actually doing this. That'd probably be the best idea if we want a live studio audience. Alright, blah 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 blah. Oh, I should probably change that because stupid link says that we are there. Okay, it still says my old Twitter. There, we're gonna see if we can live. Bam. Yeah, it's all great and well and good for Facebook stuff. I may do some Facebook later, just depending on how I want this to go. Maybe we'll get a better viewing audience, possibly right now, since it is almost 10 o'clock. Who knows? Alright, so this way, okay. Oh, wow. Holy shit. Oh, it's only 1 minute. It's a very special Crux and Goodner Crux in the town of the boys. Oh, wow. They actually published a brand new. Nope, did they? Probably not. Alright, what's details? Oh, the LA nonsense.
To their like office area, out with all the Bashak and Zaki.
We're gonna give this about until 10 o'clock, and then probably switch over to the Facebook page. So currently, right now, I'm just gonna be listening to while I'm crafting the Cox and Crendor show, or Cox and Crendor, in the morning. So we got this. Wow, I still got a frozen. What is going on with this video feed? Video feed is bonkers. Why is it still show me there? It's not even working. I can't even get. Oh, the freaking camera went out. Really? I'm sorry, guys. That's hysterical. There we go. Right there. That should be better.
Basically, I want to date Catwoman.
Holy cow, that was stupid.
I just want to date Catwoman. No, just Catwoman. Catwoman, call me.
That should be better.
Batman's too good for you. Wait, what?
Alright.
You know what? Batman's too good for you. Settle for kissing cats.
Tilt the window in case anybody has any questions. I'm going to go until 10. And I'm going to switch over to a private Facebook group that we actually have. It's not really private. It's just mine. So maybe I'll be able to put that stuff on YouTube at one time.
I think we had a revelation here. It was like, holy shit. It's like dry cleaning.
Right.
Like, you know, like
Right now, currently, we have these. These are some really awesome templates that I was able to get off of Etsy. This is an entire upper body suit for Snake Eyes from the G.I. Joe Retaliation movie. And my hope is to be able to craft all these things together with craft foam, and then do the modifications on top of that in a lighter, less dense foam. I have I'm having a big problem with this headset. I really hate this headset because it seems like if I'm not having any music playing, then the headset shuts off. So we're gonna shut this off. Properties. Check. All right, cool. Now I don't have to worry about it. Where was I? Where am I in relative to the camera? Maybe I should just stick to Facebook. Golly gee. Golly gee willikers. There. Let's see if we can post this right here. It's like the old school version of the way things used to be. Pepperidge Farm remembers. Okay, properties. Take your video. Oh, focus. Save. God damn it. Okay. Oh yeah, it's kind of blown out with the video. The white balance is all off. No, say it ain't so. Makes me look. There we go. Much better. It's new to me. This whole entire setup is quite new, so. Studio 2, I guess you could call it. Your video. And I'm already zoomed out as much as possible, so. How's it going out there, all you lurkers? Lurkers in the house. Pardon me while I try to adjust certain things in regards to the. Alright. Excuse me. This audio is going to suck. I know it is. So I do apologize for that. Wait a minute. I could probably fix it. Here, let me fix it. I shall return. Wonder what the situation is all about. Alright, I got a microphone. Oh, good old microphone. A lav that I can just put in over my Steven Universe tank top. Because we found the lav mic and I'm sticking it on my shirt. And then I'm going to do some cosplay for you. Because I love cosplay. Do. This audio really sucks probably, so I'm sorry if I sound like shit. Alright, let's hopefully that stays. Astros, they're good for gaming, not good for live streaming by themselves. There, alright. Mic in. Huzzah. Excellent. Now we're set up. Now we're cooking. Cooking with grease. Alright, let's try this one more time. Just want to make sure that I have observed everything that's going on right now. Alright, and we're going to... Okay, we're recording, so I just want to put together just a bit of a recording just for posterity, maybe for Facebook, whatnot. So, alright. As many of you guys know, on this YouTube page, I go by Taka, the producer. Not used to really showing my face all that often nowadays. I also make cosplay stuff, so there's none of my masks are out here. There are some masks back there that I'm not currently using, but right now, to prepare for New York Comic Con, I need to be able to make a bunch of cosplay stuff. Specifically, the Arkham Knight's armor. And here, let me move this out of the way. I'm going to be making the Arkham Knight cosplay armor, chest piece, shoulders, everything. Currently, right now, I had a bunch of stuff done, but I feel like I can do a whole lot better. Like, I was able to work on these particular things. I actually had, I don't know if you can see that, but you actually can kind of see the rough edges of the Batman thing that was going on right there. But then I'm like, the breast pieces, the pectoral areas are too small. So I just decided sometimes I just feel like it's best to just do it all again. And I did work with that stuff, and I think some of the stuff I have is way too thick. But so I went out on Etsy, and there's a lot of people on Etsy out there, guys. You lurkers out there, I know there's a couple people watching privately, not saying anything. Well, if you're new, welcome to the channel. So I went on Etsy, and I was able to find a guy that makes cosplay stencils and armor and everything considerably cheap, under $10, and he had Batman. But one thing that caught my eye, because I'm not doing a Batman one, but it is the Arkham Knight, so I wanted to get a good armor template going on. So what I did was actually buy his Snake Eyes from G.I. Joe Retaliation, his stencils right here. See that, everything put together. So I'm going to be able to cut these parts out, and then I'm going to lay them on EVA foam, or the I guess 8mm, like, yeah, it's about 5, maybe 6. Let's move this, move that, about this thick. So it has this kind of feel to it. It's got a whole lot more dense than this one, because this one right here is 5mm. This, I think, is about 10mm. So the thickness. So in order for me to do a double up, it would look ridiculous. See, especially with this. This is supposed to be sitting right here. And as you can see, that's pretty high up. We're not going for a mech style. So I'm going to be able to use this for a good base. I don't know, in pre-production or post or whatever. Not pre-production. This is pre-production. In post, I'll be able to show a picture of exactly what the armor looks like, the end result, and we're going to build that. And then once we actually have the armor put together, especially the chest area with the shoulders and everything, then I'll add the details in regards to mapping out exactly the way the Arkham Knight looks. And I'll do it with a smaller density one, because if I'm going to be making this one possibly in this armor, then I would use this for the small details to accentuate it, and put everything together with right here, good old rubber cements. You just need a bunch of creativity, you need the right kind of foam, you need the right kind of tools, whether it be flipping out X-Acto knives like this, or X-Acto knives like this, or right here. I use that stuff for the cutting after writing the stencils, because as soon as I cut these stencils out, then I either put them on a cardboard to save them for later, or I apply them directly onto the foam, and then try to do my best to stencil it out and then cut it that way. And then that seems like an easy thing on a budget that you can do. The tricky part is to be able to mold it and warp it the correct way so it fits, like the way we have right here. So see how that's curved? That's not from the bending thing. You need to have a heat gun, and I'm not saying hairdresser style, because that's not going to cut it. You need something like here, let's see. I don't think I've ever shown this in a video, but you need something like this, the Wagner. It gets really freaking hot, and you heat that, it can turn something like this. Like, see how it's kind of like rough, fuzzy, and whatnot, to what's a good example? Here, I'll show you one of the masks. Fuzzy style to a sheen kind of, and it's able to bend which way. Hey, what's up, scumbag? Oh, the first time watching a YouTube live stream. Hey, oh. So right now, this is probably going to be a work in progress later on, but more or less could be a Viking helmet, or just, like so. The other thing is, along with the heat gun that you apply to it and warp it to get these shapes, these contours right there, certain grooves that you actually want for jaw lines. You also need I would recommend a Dremel. If you really want to get into it, and serious talk, being able to put this stuff together and make it look good, proper heat gun, and of course something like this, the Dremel 200. So there, and don't want to use this because it's about 10 o'clock at night here, Eastern Standard Time. Being able to use that, and I got this big old bin, tons of paints, solvers, acrylics. Acrylics usually work very well. I also try to use a little bit of Gamasol there to thin the paint out. So I guess not as make it as so thick, viscous, I guess as you would call it. But yeah, this is pretty much what the setup looks like. So we can toss this. But Arkham Knight's helmet is done. You can see a lot of the progress and the steps that I took to make it on Instagram. Just check out DIGTAKA. And what else? Yeah, Arkham Knight mask is done. It just needs a different paint. Right now it's currently black on the crown. I need to mix a black acrylic with a like a deep blue acrylic so I can get that kind of like, it's not blue, it's more or less like a, like Superman's hair. It's black, but it's got those the blue areas to accentuate the curves. Kind of like that color. A mix between that, nice solid to put it over there. So use these. But the one things I was actually working on when I had a chance to was the ab pattern. So they don't really have red and black camo. And as you can see, like in the, well, if you're familiar with the Arkham Knight, the way his costume is kind of like a military style. But it would be like right here on the abs. Go down. So I literally created this. It's funny. This material, if you guys can see this, it's kind of like, it's a cloth material. It's actually denim. I actually cut up an old pair of black denim pants and was able to use this as the base, put it together in certain pieces. This is about a 2mm soft foam. You can get this kind of stuff at Michael's, or yeah, I bought this at Michael's. And then as you can see, there's the overflap of the denim there, and then I added these little accentuated pieces, these marking pieces that would go up right here to more or less kind of like, taper off so it wasn't like just straight up through. So I tried to make a little bit of a curve, because essentially right here, and then you would add this part right there. So I made two different pieces, and this would go over particular abs. So this would be right there. So as you can see, the straps, and they're not painted on, so I can actually add something like this right here in between to almost like a separator, so like a rod. What I also need to get is a couple of metal buckles or pieces of metal, or even taking EVA foam and using a silver paint to be able to do this. So I don't know if this is straight or not right there. So this would go on there. These two pieces would interact more or less with the new chest piece that would go right there. So it would be like right here. Oh, sorry, I'm covering up the mic. There. Oh, and right there. So at least I had the material, and if not, I can just meld the actual there, the ab piece, and then put this over it. Kind of like a, not more or less a 3D, but a material-esque, because I want to see if I can make. I was actually pretty surprised that I don't know if you guys can see this, but it's kind of hard to see this in this camera in this light. But I was trying my best to make a black camo, and I think I actually did a pretty good job using a black acrylic paint, using a piece of EVA foam as more or less like a brush, and then on the black denim, and then using spots with the black acrylic. And the cool thing about camo is there is no real predetermined pattern that you have to go by on, and you can just go crazy. So Bob's your uncle, I guess, as they would say. So yeah, I want to make sure that I can just jump between these two programs and check it. Great. All right, so let's see if I can cut this up. Right there, as you can see, he detailed this really well. So I want to make sure that I just jump on here. I'm going to overlay this onto the actual feed itself, so I can see the stuff in real time, and I can see the chat itself right here. So yeah, as you can see, it says 45-degree cut, back, bottom, 45-degree cut, 45-degree cut, right there. Let's see, show this properly. It's kind of hard to, there we go. This is pretty detailed well. I bought this. This is an engineer's or architect's kind of ruler. my hope is to be able to use this some way to make a better 45-degree angle. Or a lot of people do is the bevel. They make a slant more or less kind of like here. Instead of going it straight down, it would go straight across. So pretty sure that if I did this and just went down like that on this curve, it should be able to, I guess, improve my chances of being able to do that. So Arkham Knight, and then do that whole entire full costume. And then hopefully, if I have enough time, I'm hoping breakneck speed, because this weekend, more than any other weekend, is the best time to work on this, because as the semester goes down the road, it's going to be a lot harder for me to find time to be able to do this. And I'm leaving for New York Comic Con on October 6th. Actually, October 5th or October 6th. I think it was October 5th. I'm actually traveling down to New York to stay with family. And then we attend on Friday and Saturday. And then I leave on Sunday and I come back here. And then Columbus Day. But I want to make sure because I have a test and everything. So I think that weekend before New York Comic Con is going to be shot. Unless I actually know exactly what the fuck I'm doing. So while we're doing this. Oh yeah, by the way. While making the Batman, I thought I was making the Arkham Knight, but apparently I was making the Batman. But all this stuff right here, these are all ab pieces that I beveled, I painted, everything. So as you can see, yeah, I can't really see, but I don't know if you can see the curves and everything. I did all those things with the Dremel. If you can't really make a good 45-degree angle or a good curve to make it more or less 3D, I would definitely advise using the bevel on certain I guess attachments and whatnot, because I think the basic Dremel comes with a lot of these really cool additions. It's more or less, just think about it like a screwdriver. It's got different things. You got pointy ones, you got straight ones, you got thick ones, and I got a whole entire kit. So I put a good investment into this. So hopefully down the road of me making these masks, I can actually, be able to put together some sort of part-time job being able to make costumes, because when you really get into this and you put hours and hours and hours into making these costumes, you get addicted, and it's such a fulfilling, it's such a rewarding feeling when you get to see something you've only seen in the comic books or in video games, and you get to bring it to life. You get addicted, and it's like I'm literally making superhero costumes. I'm literally like Batman or Tony Stark or any of those guys out there. So I think that's awesome. So while I'm cutting these things down, I'm going to be listening to Cox and Crendor. Hey, all right, my co-host just woke up. We were supposed to be doing a live show today, but wow. Well, that man works his ass off. He's the hardest working. I'd buy one. Well, hey man, I actually have the Destiny D-Raid, the Destiny helmet is for sale. If you should check on my my Instagram, DIGTAKA. You get to see it, or if you want to see it in person, if you want me to take some video of it and extra pictures, I did a Destiny Hunter helmet that I have a detachable sunglass, like black sunglass visor, or I can actually add a silver linings to protect your eyes. But it's got the canister and the tubes coming down, and yeah, it was my first fully complete helmet that I actually did. And then I jumped on and I refurbished a shitty mask that I first did. And I tried to make the Destiny. I was going to scrap it. And I'm like, no, I'll make it. And I turned it into the Red Hood. Still got to add some clay and everything to that to smooth it out. But I think it looks fantastic. I put it on Twitter. Took the picture on Twitter. Put it on Instagram. Put it on Facebook. Social media. Another one. So I'm going to be listening to Cox and Crendor in the morning. Jesse Cox and Wow Crendor, YouTube personalities, do a fake morning radio show. It's about 30 minutes, 40 minutes each episode. So you'll probably be listening to them doing the funny joke or whatever. I'm going to listen to them I'm going to listen to it in the background like nothing's happening. I'm going to occasionally looking at the chat. If you have any questions or comments about the cosplay stuff or anything in particular regarding this channel or the House of Phil or any ideas on how to get started, please let me know. All right. I haven't seen it yet. Oh, it's you want to see it right now? Tough. All right. So I'll show it later. Maybe at the end of the live stream I'll show it. Maybe if you hold on tight, I'll do a an exposed showing like, hey, what's going on? So I want to make sure I'm actually recording this so we can actually show it later. I'll cut it up. So far so good. It doesn't have to worry about that. Whoa, Halo. I do see a bunch of helmets. Have you ever thought of taking blank motorcycle helmets and designing like Destiny theme or Deadpool theme? I don't know, any kind of theme. Well, the thing is, when you run into the motorcycle helmets, another person on Facebook, Steve, let's just call him Steve. His name is Steve. He told me about that exact same thing, and he wanted to do that. But when you're working with a safety protective item like the motorcycle helmet, it's very hard. Even I'm thinking about it, and I'm so worried about like if you try to adjust or try to add anything that like any foreign objects to a motorcycle helmet without having it reinforced or being, measured by, okay, this is safety. I don't want any foreign objects that may, like, if they do have an impact, it may hurt them. Soft foam may be good. Granted, soft foam is soft, but it's not going to protect. It's almost like don't wear a skateboard helmet while driving a motorcycle. You don't want to hurt them because they can come back and sue you. I think for legality reasons, but this one could very well be a motorcycle helmet, and I could craft into that and make this like a Skyrim right there, like a knight helmet. Ugh. This actually used to be the Arkham Knight helmet, the first one, but I decided to scrap it and do a brand new one. So this one actually could be right there. Wear this, craft it more, paint it, do some horns that come out right here, put an entire visor right there. But I don't recommend anybody wearing cosplay helmets while riding a motorcycle because of safety issues and everything. It just seems crazy. So, but no, I have thought about that, and it would be awesome to make adjustments. But you have to think about all the different ones as far as Bondo and safety and a ceramic and all these other things, because these are just for show. These are for conventions. But I have seen those. There is another market. There is a market for video game or comic book inspired motorcycle helmets. I've seen Iron Man ones that are badass, dude. Straight up look like like Iron Man from the first one before he made the Mark 5 or Mark 1, because it literally just goes and opens up right here. It's got the two eyes. They also have ones that look like Big Hero 6. It's actually pretty cool. So, lessons learned with this. See the seams? Not really well. See, gotten quite better. And I've only been doing it, since June, and my progress in regards to, improvement is definitely kicked it up a notch. So, all right. So I'm going to be peacefully doing this and blah, 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 and laughing, and I'll I'll look at the chat room. You know what I mean? Fuck. Well, just a thought. New Hampshire people don't wear helmets, so would safety really go into that? I mean, clearly don't have spikes coming out of it. Well, yeah. If you live in New Hampshire and you want a Skyrim helmet or a Destiny helmet, well, the thing is also, I could get into trouble because people could wear that and they'd be like, I love it so much, I'm going to go visit my friend from New Hampshire, I'm going to drive from New Hampshire to Massachusetts, and hopefully a cop will think my helmet that I'm wearing is a real safety helmet. And then they're going to get in trouble, and they'll be like, who made this? Oh, this guy. And then I'm going to have to explain to the cops, but officer, this is just for show. Well, how do we know? I explained it to him. Oh, did you? And he's dead. He's dead on the ground, but still, food for thought. Actually, Laconia or any of these biker meetups, this would be excellent. I can make Viking helmets. I can make Devil helmets. I can make any kind of helmet that you want. You could wear it around Laconia and be the biggest fucking badass in the whole entire world. Yes, I can do that. That's probably an untapped market. Like, fuck going to Party City and get one of those stupid ass Viking ones. You want to stand out? You want to wear a Viking helmet? You want to be badass? That's me right there. Yeah, no spikes. Be like, but yeah, there's no way to reinforce a foam helmet or an EVA helmet with safety measures. Or I would have to, when I make it, I would have to put a warning on the website, or a warning on the Etsy, put a warning inside the helmet. So, enough.
What? No, I knew that, because I am not an idiot. The other one was much better. You should have shut up. You should have shut up while you were ahead, and not sounded like a crazy person.
I never stop when I'm ahead. I go all the way.
I was waiting for that to mean something. Still didn't. And then what else
I
happened?
mean, really, we can't talk about the other builder stuff because
We can't talk about it.
When you walk in there, they give you a thing. It's like, sign this and talk about nothing, and it's like, okay. I mean, I'm not gonna argue.
And now we're gonna go watch Divergent.
Yes, we're gonna watch Divergent.
These guys at Blizzard hyped
Yeah,
this
you
movie
need
up to
some
us
kind
as
of
the
legal waiver
best
where you sold them to
bad
people
movie
couldn't
ever.
come back to you and put on.
And
Yeah.
then tonight we learned Dodgers loved it, which means it's gotta be
it's
shit.
terrible.
It's gotta be awful. It's
Really.
They're talking right now about the movie
So,
Divergent
we rented it, and we're gonna watch it tonight, and
with
that's
frozen
our
face McGillicuddy.
Friday night.
God, I can't tell you that Insurgent and Divergent.
Or listening to
My girlfriend,
Is we come back.
she was obsessed over that guy starring in that stupid ass movie. So much so that she would watch it at night while I'm trying to sleep for work, and she would keep it at loud volume, watch it on the iPad, and be like, "Can you shut that off? Look at me bitching." All right, we're gonna move this, but it's a terrible movie. There.
And yeah, that's what we're gonna do now.
Oh, look at this is a marking pencil. That's how I do this around there. Softly be able to go around the stencil on the foam. And then be able to use, I normally use, it's like a combination of these two right here. I was using this a lot, but I use this primarily, and then I follow it along with a mechanical pencil and makes a groove, and then I use the X-Acto knife to cut it out. There. It's time
Did you know that small business
for Caution
administrators
Credor in the
spend up to 25%
morning.
of their time on
All right.
employment-related paperwork?
I'm
Take
thinking,
that time with Zenefits.
yeah, I'll
Our
probably just do it
all-in-one
with this.
solution brings together and automates
I don't
HR
want to do it with the
functions like
scissors.
payroll and health
Scissors
insurance.
no good.
It's HR made simple. Request a demo at Zenefits.com/Stitcher.
Excuse
That's
me.
Zenefits.com/Stitcher.
Such a funny show. It's like a parody on a morning radio show. Like, if you've ever heard, or if you ever driven in the morning to work and you heard one of those really cheesy morning radio shows, that's what they're making fun of. It's like,
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Cox and Crendor.
yeah, definitely check them out. Jesse Cox, Wow Crendor on YouTube. Also Cox and Crendor animated, and the Cox and Crendor in the morning. There.
Dress the elephant. Pretty terrible elephant sound. Like, is he trying to do an elephant sound? It's pretty bad.
It sounded like, you know when you get your CD or Blu-ray stuck in the player, and it makes that weird noise? That's what it sounds like.
Or your Uncle Jeff at Thanksgiving.
Oh, Mr. Scumbag D-Ray, I was on Twitter, and I saw our favorite gamer
We had a problem.
complaining to Chili's that his order was screwed up. It's bad enough you go to Chili's, but when you get takeout from Chili's and then you tweet at them that you had a bad experience. Don't you know who I am?
Everything.
Do I get a Boston's favorite gamer discount?
And we're just going through the motions. It's not even going to be humor. This will be zero humor.
So D-Ray, what do you think about the new Call of Duty?
It's like us making, like
Call of Destiny.
Just clank, clank,
Hey,
clank.
what's up, Jimmy Rom? It's good to see you, man.
No money.
Hey, we meet again on YouTube. So, still here,
That sounds like a good song.
looking handsome with the hair
I can't sing that.
right there.
You're failing all the sounds.
It's crazy because I got to be very steady while cutting this.
Trying to make up for the fact that I screwed up bad. So.
Well,
Cox and
let's try
Crindo in the
You
morning.
missed nothing. Thankfully, what happened was nothing, and we have really easy stuff to talk about. So, right off the top here, we promised we would go watch.
Yep, I gotta talk shit about it. Good.
And we also ended up getting the movie Rage with Nicolas Cage.
Ah,
It was
Rage in the
I
Cage.
feel like we also need to talk about Divergent in detail. The movie was bonkers.
So,
Yep.
Divergent. It's a movie.
I love how
It is.
we just break
Because
ourselves.
movie.
So, Divergent.
It's a movie. You know, it's not the
Um,
greatest. It's not bad. But
No,
going good.
it's pretty
Still
bad.
skinny.
But it's not the worst movie.
I think it looks
It's
so bad.
Potter family.
I'm really excited for the Modern
Yeah,
Warfare
it's Potter
3
fan fiction
remake,
with lore behind it.
but not so much about the new Call of Destiny.
sense. Okay.
Yeah,
The world is ending.
you know it's bad when Call of Duty fans hate it, and I like it.
Is the city of Chicago
Yeah.
that is like the last bastion of man.
Yeah, I'm doing good, Jimmy.
Why they pick Chicago, who knows?
Because she wrote it here.
That's like when Dan Brown gets into like super detail about Italy. He's like, as Robert Langdon ran through the back streets in Milan, he thought to himself, "Wow, what a fantastic drink you can order at Frank's on 5th Street. It's only $4.99, and it reminds
Okay.
him of a better time." Like that. Like
As he ran through a Rivaderaci's bookshop,
Center top.
the bookcases on the right, standing 8 feet tall.
he looked up and
Yeah, I
said,
know.
"I wish I was 8 feet
Yeah,
tall."
that's how they're ringing it in. You know it's gonna be a bad movie when COD fans hate it,
Okay.
and Taka likes it, and they had to bundle it with the remastered Modern Warfare just to get people to buy it.
I think that might have been the first time.
Hold on one second. All right, we're back. I'm really surprised you like it, but it makes sense. I hate it, so I figured you like it. Well, I liked it because of the gameplay that I saw my friend DCD and also Danny Pena from Gamertag Radio. I saw them. I'm friends with them on Facebook, and I got to see them play it. And the black hole gun and the shield, and they brought back the airport from Modern Warfare. No, from Black. Is it Modern? Yeah, I think it's Black Ops 2 or Modern Warfare 2. It's the airport one. Yeah, so it's Black Ops. I think. I'm not sure, but it was really cool to see a space version of that. And I swear to God, if they bring Nuketown back, I think we had enough Nuketown. Thank you. We had an Advanced Warfare with a futuristic style. Let's put it to bed now, shall we?
Our main girl is one of the. It is like take the basic plot of Twilight, where it's like a very plain girl is thrust into a world of intrigue and sexy vampires, and so they're in love with her. And she's so plainly beautiful, like that kind of thing.
So plainly beautiful.
It is a plain girl from an even plainer caste in society that doesn't wear anything.
And
but
she's a
gray,
horrible
and they
actress.
don't look at themselves in the
Hate that
mirror,
bitch.
and they don't
If
have
anybody has
vanity,
seen
all that
Divergent,
stuff.
you know what I'm
And then
talking
she
about.
chooses, essentially, or I guess it's thrust into this world of like big, buff, sexy dudes.
Oh yeah, and the whole thing when she leaves with her crew, it looked like a United Colors, a Benetton, or an Old Navy commercial.
It's like there's windows all over and water and like reflections and stuff. Like they just go over there. Like if you're in a society that's like we hate reflections and seeing yourself, they should like not have any of those things.
You make good points.
Go to war with water and reflections.
You finally meet. I think we're like 7 minutes into this podcast, by the way. We haven't even gotten past the first like 10 minutes of this movie. You meet
Oh, shit.
For the first time, the day that everyone goes to take their test. Yeah. And in this world, you take a test when you reach a certain age. Who knows what age?
Yeah, and she saw a dog and then a steak, and then she saw herself.
Chosen for whatever
So
category.
stupid.
Yeah.
And they made 3 movies of it.
Determines all the things.
But you everything about
follow it.
Everything about you. Oh yeah, we'll get to that. So there's everyone's standing in line.
It'll
outside
always
this
be
test,
Newtown.
and, you know,
Moontown.
police are like,
Yeah.
"Did you see that those
Yeah,
peasants
yeah,
over
the airport's
there
on the
are
moon.
just peasanting?" And everyone is a stereotype, right? Everyone's
Yeah.
stereotype.
us peasanting. You're over there lawyering.
Yeah, and it's very ridiculous. And then all of a sudden, a train. How a train is running in the post-apocalypse? Why they would waste resources?
The Scorch Trials is better. Way better.
Just run a train constantly. A train that doesn't stop, by the way, just runs constantly. So it's already an insane plot point. All these dauntless dudes just start jumping off the train.
Yeah.
Like little kids are just jumping, like woo, woohoo. It was at that point that I realized I hated this movie. I know. I was like, oh god.
Yeah, it is the worst.
Showing how crazy
We
and
should.
wild they are
I need to
on
get
an
Phil.
adventure. Like,
They're
no.
jumping off a
Phil
train.
and the crew
Yeah,
need to
train.
watch that movie. Ah, it's so
Phil literally
bad.
goes into this testing
Like
facility,
Phil
and
and Joe would hate it.
AKA the
It'd
woman
probably
Bruce
be
Willis keeps
worse than
telling me,
Ladybugs.
Elevator Shaft, Die Hard, whatever the fourth one is.
I don't think that those guys could watch the entire
She's,
movie.
like, all tatted out. Like,
Nope.
okay, so I'm gonna put you under,
I've seen it
whatever, you
6
take that shaft
times.
or whatever. And then it gets bonkers. Okay.
This is my favorite part. So she goes to, she's in the chair. And they're just like, boom, you're in the test now. So she's in the test. She wakes up in the test, and there's a thing of meat, and there's like a knife. She's like, what's going on? And there's a dog, and this dog's running at her like, blah, 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 blah. And it's like she doesn't know which one to choose, the meat or the knife. And obviously the meat is so you can throw it at the dog and he stops, whatever. And then the knife is you kill it. But she doesn't do either one of them. She's
And
like,
can we point out, like, we get the premise here. The knife means, you know, if you fight back, you're probably a dauntless, right?
Yeah.
If you throw it meat, you probably are using some other different skill, right? Whatever,
Yeah.
fine.
But it's like,
But-
I'd do the same. I'd be like, I don't know what to do. I'm just gonna.
I'm like, what the fuck is going on? And I just run away. Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Agreed.
So then the dog stops chasing her. And it's just like, she's like, oh, a donkey. And then some little.
$20 says he gave a bad Yelp review about Chili's in hopes in getting new
The
food.
dog starts chasing them, and she's like, hey, stop that. So she starts chasing
Lefty,
after
no
the dog,
wonder you can't play
and then
COD.
all of a sudden, she just like falls.
Ah,
rolls
fuck you.
Or whatever. And that was like,
Oh, they
that was
stopped
like
that.
the whole
Yeah,
test.
same with me, Jimmy.
And then
I
was
did
like,
buy
that's
Advanced
it.
Warfare. Just to
wasn't
say
even,
that I
like,
bought it.
David Lynch
'Cause, you know, hey,
crazy. That was just like
Just give them all my money, huh?
test.
And then she wakes up, and Maggie Q's all like, you gotta get out of here. You can't stay.
You're the chosen one.
I'm just gonna say that you're. Yeah, I'm just gonna say that you're one of the gray shirt people. Just go. She's like, what happened? She's like, you're divergent.
You're divergent.
So dumb.
Which Crendor and I both agreed, like, if that's all it takes,
You guys are out there on Twitter. Make sure that you at Phil the Issues Guy, or I Got Issues Man, and at Dirty Locks, and tell them you need to watch Divergent, because Taka says you won't be able to last through the whole entire movie.
I was thinking about it. I was like, your whole life, the whole rest of your life and choice comes down to whether or not, or what you do to a dog in like a dream. That's it.
Your whole entire
Like, there's not even a part, like 3-part series of choices.
yeah,
It's just like
the
bang,
role that your
what
life.
you do with the dog.
Yeah, literally, that's what it means. Your role in this world, whether it be a lawyer or defender or farmer, it all depends on some freaky acid dream that they induce on you. Whether, and in regards to, do you give the dog the steak when he goes to attack you, or do you kill him with the knife? That's your life. It's like the most fucked up guidance counselor in the world.
What's so insane about that is the fact that like the premise is like, oh, she's the one who's gonna save them all, right? She's different. Except there are like plenty of other divergent people. It's such a big problem. They're actively trying to find them all.
Yeah.
I thought I was the only one.
Special person. There's like divergents walking all around. It's like one in every 20 people.
So the premise is already wonky. But then after you take the the test, then they say, you have the choice to choose what you want to be. So really, the test is...
Bullshit.
It's like guidelines.
Yeah, it's
Probably what you want to do.
They say most people choose what the test tells them to be, but some people, they don't. And
It's like, I'm going to be a shithead lawyer.
so she and her brother on like the choosing day, which is basically, so you already have the hat sorting day.
It's like a
right?
quinceañera.
Harry Potter. Now they split their palms and like put blood on rocks to simulate their allegiance. They could just be like, yeah, no, I'm with that group.
Yeah.
But instead, you just slit your palm because they're hardcore like that. And
I got to mark these also.
yeah, that makes
If you don't organize your stencils correctly, you're going to have a bad time. And because you might throw away this that says abs. So I'm going to write A3 6mm. Oh, cool. And they're even marked. Look at this. It says you need a 6mm. And then this one says whatever. It says, yeah, A1 6mm. Wow, that's really good. So, abs. So it's always good to have, because when I tried doing it in Peppercura, the stencils are so light, and I tried cutting it out, and I literally lost where the fuck I was going. And I'm like, what? It was like I'm not good at puzzles, so fuck. Well, this guy is actually pretty detailed and awesome, and I would like to hopefully one day look at something, because so far I made the Destiny helmet with no stencils. I made my own stencils, and it just eyed it, and I pretty much made an entire Batman vest with the back and the front and the abs and everything, just by eyeballing it on the screen, looking at pictures and watching somebody do it. Okay. No, I've seen it 6 times. My girlfriend made me watch it, and she's in love with that British guy. This movie's bad. Insurgent 2. Insurgent. But yeah, they're mocking you. So you really like that whole choice we like with the dog and the steak and everything. It's so meta. Oh my gosh. And I also do not like that actress, the main actress, because I apparently she in real life she's really crazy. So I don't think she likes looking at mirrors. I don't know, some weird thing about that. Cerebral palsy or something.
just as much sense. Everyone in the city is there watching you do it, so no one's gonna be like, "Oh, that guy, he didn't split his palm. He's not in it." The parents are from like the
Okay, so 45-degree cuts
class, and so the
for
brother becomes
arm
a lawyer
1.
guy, and she becomes
So
a dauntless, which
arm
are
2.
basically these city protectors. They're the guys who
These
watch
are all
the city,
6mm
the guys who take care of
size foam, so it would
the
be.
wall
They're
that
really
protects
dumb.
them. They're basically like
So it's about this
Like, she
size
joins
right
the army.
here.
That's
This is
what
about
happens.
5, so
And
give or take.
when
We'll
she
be able to work
finally
with
gets
that.
to the army base, which is, by the way, they all have to jump back on the train. No, I'm sorry. They all have to
Climb up,
scaffolding
grab
to
the
get up
train,
to the rail
and then
tracks, to
wait for
then
the
jump
old
on the
Navy
train,
music to
which
kick
the only
in,
thing is
and
wait for
then
that
jump
train to
off.
come by that
And then they
hill
have to
there,
jump
all
down a
jump
pit
on the
into a
train,
net.
and
It's like a
whatever,
trust
do
fall.
that, or they could just, make it easier on
They
themselves.
could just run through the streets.
See,
of
he loves it. No, I've seen it
Chicago,
6 times
all
because my
moving
girlfriend
along,
was
like,
obsessed and was in love. Of course,
I mean, it
God
is
forbid
definitely
if I look at God forbid I enjoy
and so they
watching
climb scaffolding,
that
and they get on the train.
that what's that Jennifer Lawrence movie with Bradley Cooper. Like, God forbid I like that because I find her very attractive in that movie and I want to see it again. No, I'm not allowed to, but she can watch the movie over and over again. Did I mention she was a fat bitch? No. Hey, I was also really fat, so it's fat, huge beard. Jimmy Rum remembers. Yeah. I'm biased. It was filmed in my hometown of Chicago. Yeah, actually, one of the co-hosts to the Cox and Crendor in the Morning, Wow Crendor, he lives in Chicago, and they're making fun of the fact he's like, yeah, I don't know why there's a train in post-apocalyptic Chicago. It's like I don't recognize these places. So it's like Divergent, Insurgent, and something else.
And then they go to this, like they have to jump off the train onto a roof. Why? Who knows? That's just how they do it.
I don't know. And then they get to the roof to have this big test, like jump from the roof.
Jump from the roof.
Hell yeah, the test is administered by
And she
Mac-
just goes,
Yeah, Macklemore's giving the test,
Some-
like,
some
fucked
dude
up
looks like-
Macklemore.
38-year-old Macklemore.
He's like, who's gonna jump? So now, all these people that were just climbing shit and jumping on trains.
I'm not gonna
and jumping off trains
jump.
are like, I don't want to jump in the hole.
I don't want to jump
No,
in
you
the
don't know. And so the
Trust me,
girl
I've never
who-
heard
let's
this
keep in mind,
podcast
the girl
before,
who
but
to
I know this
point
movie.
has never done anything exciting in her life.
She just goes,
Who,
whoop.
up until like an hour ago, we had no knowledge that she knew how to climb. She could barely climb the scaffolding, right?
She can't even
was
look at herself in the mirror.
afraid to jump. Like, suddenly she's like, "I'll do it." Oh, okay, sure.
No, that's such a dumb. There's got to be one guy that would have been like, who wants to do it? And she's like thinking about it, and then like crazy man Carl's just like,
Right.
I'll do it. I love being crazy.
Especially since some of them were born dauntless.
Yeah.
You have to imagine
It's got
that they would be the first ones like, "Well, let's do this." But
Yeah,
I-
it looked like a
maybe
Mountain Dew
it was-
commercial.
Maybe it was only the
Mountain Dew,
No,
Old
no, 'cause
Navy,
when they landed, they
Doritos.
split everyone
I pictured like an
What is
MLG
going on in this movie?
compilation going on while they're running.
Anyway, oh my god.
They're like, whoa, whoa, yeah, and running. It's like,
we're 15 minutes into a podcast, or maybe 15 minutes.
it's like a really
into the
bad,
movie. That's how
cringy YouTube
freaking
video.
long-
Because he spent 5 minutes talking about arrivederci.
But I like the central idea and the theme that movie,
And then
the
Robin
movie, no
Lightning
matter what.
ran
Yeah.
past the
Yeah, well,
Sistine
but the
Chapel.
thing is, they're
Okay,
also
we
following
have
the
been
exact same
anytime,
story that
we changed
everyone
it to the
does.
whole. So anyway,
But this time it's just
Now,
like One Punch
she's
Man.
in
No,
this
One
world
Punch
of
Man's for
strong.
everyone. You get a One Punch Man, and you get a superpower, and
that's
you
when
get
we
a
see something that
superpower.
makes no sense. They're told right off the bat, based on these tests, the bottom ranking ones of you, after this couple weeks of training, will be kicked out of Dauntless.
Oh, you know
and
what?
basically
My
go
Hero
live
Academia.
In the,
It sounds like My Hero Academia.
Which, again, let me state, makes no sense. They can't go back to their former groups. They are outcast. Why? You were trying to rebuild society. Why would you make an underclass of people who are infinitely, homeless? That are purposely made homeless.
And you have to take care of them.
Like, yeah, there's a whole other group. Their job is to just take care of those people.
not,
It's
you just
freaking
let 'em do stuff.
nonsense.
Let them plant crops.
Yeah, make them there's a farmer class. Like, why not make them farmers?
Yeah.
If they're gonna be homeless, put them to
Shit.
it's a nonsense thing.
When I joined the
So
Navy,
makes no sense.
They
Like,
say
look at Lord
I was like
Byron,
the only
Game of
person that
Thrones.
chose
They
to be
sent
there.
them all. They still have
All the other
purpose.
guys that I was
They're
working with
outcasted.
were people that
Right,
got
like,
drunk and
it's-
fucked up
it's
at their
insane.
A schools
So,
and were
they're
kicked
told,
out, much
here's
like
what's gonna happen.
Divergent.
The
and they
ones
ended
who
up
are lowest ranking
literally,
kicked
we
out,
were the
either
outcast
go
group.
out in the wilderness or whatever,
And I had to deal with all
die.
these fuck ups.
Everyone else, you'll either be sent to the wall, or a
And like,
city
what are you
guard,
in for?
or you'll be a captain, or you'll be a trainer or whatever.
Kill the
Then,
man.
After this initial thing, in
And
order to
raped his butt.
make themselves all tough, they go get tattoos because that's what I imagine.
Yeah, it's
a
Starship
20-year-old girl
Troopers.
thinks tough is.
Yeah.
Let's
I
get
don't
some
know.
tattoos.
They go to get a tattoo, and there, of course.
This is
Maggie
hysterical.
Q
This is like a live
She
commentary
is
of
the Dauntless
Divergent.
tattoo artist.
Oh, Maggie Q. Maggie Q is pretty hot. She's in the movie Naked
Where
Weapon,
The Dauntless
which is
are
like a
supposed to
Wong
be
Jing movie.
security for
She
the
gets naked a bunch of
entire
times.
remainder of the population.
It's pretty awesome. Great movie
Why
too.
does this
Great,
woman have
great
time to only be a
fighting.
test
Wong
giver,
Jing is horrible
but also
director
a tattoo
because he's
artist?
so pervy. He did
What is her real
the
job?
Dead
What's
or
she
Alive
do?
movie.
I don't know. I don't know what she does.
If you had a
what's she doing?
superpower,
Should
what do you
be
think
on
you
the
would have?
wall? Our main character walks in. I don't remember this girl.
Great question. Here, we'll stop the podcast for that because I actually told the Ninjarine, Vince Clapper, there's 3 levels of superpowers that I would want, and starting from 3 and going up to 1, they get more and more dangerous to society. I would have to say that the third one would be Professor Charles Xavier, because I would want to be able to read people's minds like a Jedi and be able to, actually, was it? No, I'm sorry. I take that back. Number 3 would be Luke Cage. I want the Luke Cage power. I want to be completely indestructible. I want to be able to, straight up, if nothing could kill you, like Grunge from Gen 13, and nothing could, cut you or whatever, and just be I'd be a sideshow freak, or I'd just wear a mask and just go in swinging. But of course, the military would probably want to capture me. But knowing the fact that nothing can hurt me, I just have to keep. I would probably pump iron, become Luke Cage, pump iron, and I wouldn't even have to wear armor. I would probably wear like a loincloth or a t-shirt or shorts. I would look like Grunge from Gen 13. Okay. Second most dangerous person that I would be in regards to superpowers. Magneto, being able to control metals, iron, everything, being able to just, attack people, just carry a bunch of change in my pocket and just be like, oh, you cut me off in traffic? Boom! And just blow it up, kill people. Yeah, and crush people in their cars, be like, nah. And just throw it, or just go, boop, and just knock them off the road. What happened? Oh my god, you must have hit a pothole. Oh my god, are you okay? But the number one character that I would love to be, the number one superhero, no, the number one superpower, like, because superheroes, I don't want to be a good guy. But let's just focus on the bad guys, because they're the coolest, would be to be like Kilgrave. That is the most dangerous supervillain, I would have to say, because Kilgrave does not have buff muscles. He can blend into a crowd, and the fact that I can make people do whatever I want. Like, I could literally just go and, hey man, just walk up. They did it in Supernatural, and it was so awesome when they did it. That character, that guy who had the psychic power, just walk up to a random person. Hey man, you got any cash on you? Yeah, I got like $30. Hey, let me have it. And like, you don't mind if I have it, right? And he'd be like, yeah, sure, here you go. I just walk. I wouldn't have to get a job. Just walk around and ask people for money. I would be the best panhandler in the world. 10 out of 10, 100% success rate. Also, ladies' man, and also get everything for free. And then, I could just, if I didn't like somebody, I just tell them to kill themselves. That's evil right there. But if I was a superhero, I would want to be like Spider-Man, or who else? Spider-Man or Captain America with superhero strength. Who else? I would not want to fly. No flying for me. I don't know. Flash. I'd love to be the Flash, so I could prove Joe wrong, grab him and speed him around. All right. Did you see they started filming Super Troopers 2 in Hopkinton? Yes, I did. I did see the news reports about that, D-Ray. That was a pretty cool thing. It's how long ago was that movie? Was that 15 years? I remember that movie, and I don't know what the hell took them so long to make it. I don't know if they're holding out or they couldn't afford it. I wonder what they've been doing since then. Because I know that only 2 of them may be working. J. Chandrasaka is a director, and he's doing his work behind the scenes. And I think the fat guy is busy doing things. He was just in that the time traveling bong on Comedy Central. He's always fun. Funny fat guy. People who are fat are funny. Right, Jimmy Rom? That right?
That's how
I was always
really
funny.
cared about her. She walks in and she's like, "Oh, it's you again." And the girl's like, Dauntless, huh? All right, sit down. Up until that point, she had just been chilling out in her tattoo parlor. Yeah. So again, I simply ask, what is her role in society?
Maybe
there's a lot of
person undercover.
There's a lot. She wasn't Dauntless. She was in Dauntless.
Oh yeah.
In the tattoo parlor in Dauntless. So anyway, she gets a tattoo.
She went and got her GED
The
certification.
hardest tattoo possible. And of course, her instructor is like this hunky guy who is maybe 10 years older than her. He's best friends with 38-year-old Macklemore, so I assume he's pretty old. And she, I think, is 16, maybe 15.
Come on now.
There's no way this girl is over 17.
These guys are nailing it.
He trains her, and she trains hard overnight. And he gives her instructions, like that weird hip holding instruction. Basically, half the movie is them training and her becoming very, very good under the tutelage of this dude who just wants to bang her. And everyone gets jealous, and people try to
Sabotage her
because they don't want to be crazy homeless people. So again, let me remind you, people are murdering people so they aren't crazy homeless people out in the wilderness, because in this society that's an option. Put them out with the crazy homeless people.
Vote Trump. You'll get divergent.
God damn it.
So they take these tests. They take more tests to determine if they really are a divergent or belong where they are.
Oh yes, because what's her face? Kate Winslet from Titanic is the bad guy, except she's old in this movie. Yeah. She's the bad guy, and she's like, I lead the lawyer class, and we always tell the truth. Spoiler, the truth is that they're trying to take over. And so they're trying to find divergence, and yeah.
So they try to do this, and then there's more tests, and she's really good at the tests, which are just really dumb quests and boring.
Speaking of those tests, though, they're based off.
These are coming from guys who play World of Warcraft a lot.
Talking about how like one person had bugs all over them and in their mouth and stuff, and hers was like birds and fire. Maybe she just had really easy tests compared to everyone else. Yeah. Everyone was like, "Wow, you can do that so quickly."
You ever have that when you have, if you're in college or whatever, and somebody gets a shitty college professor, and the other guy gets that like hippie guy that doesn't care?
Of course, because she's divergent, can think outside the box. Apparently, in this world, no one has cognitive thought.
Apparently,
there were never critical thinking questions on any exams they took when they were younger. None of that happened.
Just all like, oh, I can't believe I'm in a test and like can't realize it. It's like, wouldn't everybody be like, oh yeah, I'm in a test, and she can realize she's in a test?
Who knows?
That dumb?
So right now it's kind of boring what I'm doing right now, but I'm glad to answer any kind of questions and talk to you and shoot the shit while I'm doing it and while listening to here. This is literally what I do. Here, let me pause this. This is literally what I do when I come into my my man cave. I wouldn't say my man cave, because my man cave is my where I live. My whole entire area is a man cave, but this is, I'm just in the garage, nice and quiet. Got my studio light, got the camera right there. The laptop's just sitting on a bin, and we just got this entire thing. So, okay, all right. They thought they couldn't afford to make the movie, so they kind of started a GoFundMe to fund the movie. This movie better be good if they, fundraised. Help make the money. I don't know if that's true or not, but hey, what the deal is. In superpowers, I go with Wolverine. Yeah. Berserker Barrage. Yeah, your boy, Nightcrawler. Oh my God, Nightcrawler. Yes. You know what? Your boy. What did you think about the movie Jumper with Hayden Christensen and Samuel L. Jackson? I love that movie, and every time that movie comes on, like, that's my Divergent. And the thing is, I would love to have that power. Oh my God, no. Out of all the superheroes, it'd be like Spider-Man, Flash, and Jumper, because I would like to be able to just, have a room with just pictures of like Hong Kong. It would be like Hawaii, Hong Kong, Japan, Australia, maybe Singapore, Fiji, Bali, all these awesome destinations. And all I had to do is just look at the photo and go, boom, and I'm just like right there. And I just do anything and just jump different locations. I could literally, like if I wanted to, I could literally just go boom and just appear in Hong Kong and go get, it would be like Superman's powers. You know how Superman is like, oh, I got hunger and I flew to China to go get some noodles. I could literally just go boom, go into Wan Chai, get some noodles, boom, and then come right back here. It literally would take me like, I don't know, 20 minutes. I'm going on a 20-minute break. I gotta go to China. Okay, that would be bad. Yeah, thank you. You beat Blue too, just like right here. It's happy I'm already seeing. Okay, Taka, you getting the PS4 Pro? Personally, I'm just happy that I'm already seeing great deals on the original PS4. Hoping to get one for $200. Hell yeah, hell to the yeah. You know what? Your boy, that is a great way of thinking about it, because I have a PlayStation 4. I love my PlayStation 4. I literally have an Xbox One that's gathering dust because I play the PlayStation 4 so much, and there's no way that I would ever pay another $400 or $400 for a PlayStation Pro. It's like the Big Mac. It's like they supersized the PlayStation 4. I have a 4K TV, and my PlayStation 4 looks great on my 4K TV. I honestly believe that so many people that are down with it, so many people are like, oh my God, PlayStation 4, I can't wait, and talking all about it on Twitter, have their own YouTube, do game journalism, believe the hype, do nothing but that, and it's ridiculous. I think it's great that you want to do that. If you've never bought a PlayStation 4, I would definitely say go for it. It's going to be a great deal. But if you already have a perfectly good working PlayStation 4, There is no need, absolutely no need to go out and buy another PlayStation 4. What are you going to do with the other PlayStation 4? Well, actually, if you do buy a PlayStation 4 and you have an extra one, please send it to your boy. Or send it to me and I'll send it to your boy. I don't know where your boy is again. I'm not sure. Your boy, you're in Japan, right? If I'm wrong, maybe, hopefully not. I think your boy is from Japan. But yes, dropping the price down would be awesome. And also the thing is, it's very cool the fact that you can do that and just enjoy playing. So, all right, $200 for a PlayStation 4 ain't bad. So, and the fact that hell, man, it's like I'm gonna start coming back. Like I'm gonna be doing this since I'm done with all my homework. It's not due until next week. I literally did it all in two days or 2 nights. So I'm gonna be doing this all weekend plus live streaming on PlayStation 4. So I'm gonna be having a good time. All right, let's go back. I like the jumper power, but without having to see pictures, just being able to think of a place, be there. Well, I think that comes with like the super powered ones. Just being able to have that picture in your mind, just be like, but yeah, literally, I would just do this. Have pictures of foreign countries and just go blah blah, and just disappear, and just be able to have this caption, or just carry like just a book of photos, travel book. It should be so awesome. Could you imagine just being able to do that? That'd be so good. Rob Banks. Okay, Chicago. Oh, that's right. I'm sorry, your boy. Yeah, I got you mistaken with the another viewer who actually is in Japan. I thought he was fucking with me, and then all of a sudden I check out his YouTube. No, he really is. He checked me out on the PlayStation 4 demo for Resident Evil Biohazard. So. Yeah, it's Chirac right there for you.
She beats up on her all the time.
Hey,
And then in
Chicago.
Fortnite, she beats
At
up
least
on
we're
her
not
like, in
Detroit.
revenge. Look, it is every possible. I can't even talk about this movie anymore.
Well, let
It
me just get
angers
to
me
the
to
end.
talk about
Let
it.
me just get to the end. So
Okay.
it's like her mom rescues her. They start injecting people with serum.
Oh, by the way,
that
her
makes it
mom,
easy to
spoiler,
control.
was originally dauntless and still knows how to use all the weaponry and
Yeah.
is very good with it. Okay.
So her mom's like, we're breaking out. Let's
Then
go."
how the hell did the
So
mom
her
go from
boyfriend
dauntless to
guy's like,
farmer,
"Oh,
huh?
The bad guys, we got, God.
Bad guys, the lawyer people, they're just like, we're gonna take over.
Yeah,
They go back.
they inject people with mind-controlled drugs.
Yeah, but it doesn't
Also,
work out
another
for
thing
her.
is if you're going to be cutting up a lot of this stuff, don't make marks on a table. Use a self-healing
So then, all this
Alvin.
start happening, you get to the
This
end.
green thing is a self-healing pad, so if I could just do this, and then it just closes back up. It's like Wolverine.
And the zombies are like, brains, and they just keep walking together.
Yeah.
She does that, except with these guys who are like, must kill all the gray-shirted people. And she's like, oh yeah, let's do that.
Zombies.
And then we get to the end part where they capture her boyfriend and everything, and she finds that they captured him, and the disc started skipping.
Yes. Our disc started skipping. I think if you recall, I tweeted out how mad I was at Redbox because it was ruining our movie, but it didn't matter.
Oh, Redbox. Oh, by the way, I've been marathoning this, and they started back in 2012. No, 2011. This is like circa 2014. This was 2 years ago.
And I was like, I bet he's gonna be a divergent, and he's not actually attacking her. And that was true. And then it skipped to like the lady.
Was it? Was that true?
Yeah.
I
That's
don't
true.
remember that.
That happened because it skipped so hard. And then we got to the lady who's
Wait,
evil.
wait, is that true?
Yeah.
He was an divergent the entire time?
Also, too much pressure can
I
make
thought
you
he
lose
just got beat up by his
sensitivity on
dad
your
a lot.
fingers. So
No, he's a divergent too.
Was he?
Yeah.
they're all divergents. You're a
Oh,
divergent.
That's even worse. I almost thought the ending was just bad. Now it's terrible. It's awful.
Yeah. So then, they inject the lady.
That's why it's
with
always
evil
good to
leader
be able to
with
get
serum
one
so
with
that they
a.
can convince her to like stop doing all the things
I
she's
got
doing,
something I
which
think
I
you
would
like.
stab her in the head.
Have you ever watched
Yeah,
John
I was just like,
Constantine's
stab her in the
series?
head. Stab her in the head. Then
Yes.
everything's over.
Yes.
Stab her in the arm instead, and then it
Yes.
hits her
I
with
got the John Constantine hair going on right now. I love that series, and it was a damn shame that that
Powers away from the
NBC
soldiers,
canceled it.
right?
But the fact that
Whatever.
WB
And then they
picked
turn
up
off her
that
power.
TV show,
And
that
all the
TV
soldiers-
series
Well,
license,
we are.
plus Supergirl, and John Constantine is
The lady gets
he
away,
made
so
the
obviously
cameo
the lady's gonna come
in
back to people.
in the Arrow, and he's the reason why White Canary is alive. and
They all start
are back to
hopping on the
normal.
train.
She's not a crazy person.
That skips.
And
That
he's
skips
going to be
again.
in
Pender's
The
like,
Legends of
"There's someone
Tomorrow,
behind,
Season
I gotta
2,
grab
from
him."
what I've
And
heard.
the minute he said
John
that, there's
Constantine and a couple
guy
other new
reaching out
people.
going like, "Don't leave me." So
But
great.
yeah, it's so good.
That is just, like,
There's
yep,
only one season.
called
But
that
no, they
exactly.
nailed Keanu Reeves. Fuck that.
And it goes
That actor
like
right
that
there
weird ending
nailed
of,
the
like,
John Constantine role. Oh my god. Yeah, John Constantine showed up I think twice on Arrow.
and I'll be back. And it's like, no, you don't deserve a sequel.
So good.
That's Divergent. That's
Oh,
what
oh,
we
okay.
get.
Hold on for a second. Let me show you.
We left
I
out
can
a lot
actually
because
show you on a
it's
screenshot.
there's a subplot about a man beating his son, about how the gray-shirted people are awful human beings, really, and still
They're horrible people.
None of them were like
Right.
the only character who was likable was the asshole kid who kept picking on the girl. Yeah, because he was basically Malfoy. He was like, "So, what you think you're gonna do something stiff?" Or whatever he called her. He's like, "You're gonna die out here." Like, wow, these kids are so young and they're so mean to each other. Why?
That was dumb.
Yeah, it was pretty ruthless.
I would say they were filled with rage.
Oh, speaking of rage, guys, that movie is a phenomenal work of art. I'm gonna say it is up there with
Darn.
with Da Vinci's Mona
That
Lisa.
right
The
there.
same Mona Lisa that Robert Langdon casts every day.
Trying to find this one right there. Let's just search Arkham Knight because that's how I found it.
Where do we start with this bad boy?
Alright, Nicolas Cage is in it. That's all you need to know.
There, accessories, craft supplies. Do yourself. There you go, Ares Armor. Perfect. There he is. Ares Armory Studios.
Straight life. He's got a new wife. Who knows what happened to his old wife? I guess it doesn't matter for this story. He's got a new attractive wife, and his daughter is also gorgeous for some reason. Who knows?
But she's like in high
I'm
school.
gonna save this and actually show it as a
She's that weird
there.
Hollywood version of high school, and she talks like she's
See, just
who's the
name it
girl from
Armor.
The Amazing Spider-Man.
Oh yeah.
There.
Emma
Yeah.
Stone
Emma Stone.
talks like her in that very forward and sort of flippant sometimes and always joking like voice tone. So she's really entertaining to watch. She's in the movie all of 5 minutes. Like she's one of the best parts of the movie, and she's in the first 5 minutes.
Yeah.
So what happens is Nicolas Cage goes out with his wife to dinner with some
There, where the hell is it?
clients or whatever first
Thought it was in here.
His daughter is going to stay at home with 2 guys she knows, which I think
Come
is
on!
If I was a father,
Where
I'm
is
not
it?
sure how I feel about my
Hold on for
daughter
1
spending
second,
the night
guys.
with 2 guys.
Save image as.
And they're like,
It's
we're just gonna stay home
JPEG.
and play video games. And Nick Cage goes up to one of the guys and is basically like, "So you want to do my daughter?" And the guy's like, "I think she's beautiful, sir." And he's like, "Here are some tips on how to do my daughter."
Oh god.
He's like, "Oh, okay."
I didn't even see
So
it.
while he's out to dinner, Danny Glover shows up as like a cop, and he's like, "Oh, I'm good to old for this shit."
Doesn't even show up.
So, I guess he knows his name. I don't know his name. Let's call him
Let's see, I'm just gonna minimize the streaming window. Close that.
It's like Rage.
Front finish.
Something happened at home. I need you to come quickly. And we discover that while I was out at dinner,
It's so dumb.
home was
I don't know why it doesn't even show up.
and the 2 boys are
It's so weird how I can't, every time I try to save something to my desktop, it doesn't seem to show up. So we're gonna take a screenshot of that. Fuck you with the whole.
So he goes and he finds his 2 best friends who are basically stereotypes. You have tough, like super fit, but maybe 65-year-old British guy. Yep. You have old, slightly fattening Hawaiian shirt friend, and they're like, "How can we help? We'll do whatever it takes to help us out. We'll help you, man." It's
There.
like, "I can't give you any money." Like, "We want your money."
There's old mob friends.
"We won't take your money. This is personal." So they go around town while Nick Cage has to keep up pretenses that he's not hunting him down because Danny Glover, the cop, is like, "Please don't go back to your old ways. I remember, what you were like."
You were an animal.
They don't explain any of that. They don't. And even his old boss, which is the actor who plays pretty much every Rush Russian in every movie ever.
Yeah, every drunk Russian,
He
yeah.
was the guy in the Call of Duty commercials that was like, "I'll take over as you while you play Call of Duty." That guy. Yeah. Except he's playing a Southern dude, and I can't tell what his accent is because it sounds like he still has a Russian voice. He's going like, he's like,
Sounds like no fuckers.
so whatever his name is. Hopefully it's Frank.
Hello, Blazers. No fuckers here.
And so
Here, it's taking me forever to fix this screenshot.
dialogue was pretty killer. He's like, don't go crazy, don't seek revenge. Meanwhile, while all this is going on, his two friends are destroying the town. Yep. They're roughing up homeless people, they're beating up drug dealers. Like, there's this one guy that they go to his crack den, I guess. Yeah, crack. And beat him up, then find his girlfriend, tie his girlfriend to a chair, and almost jump kick her out a window for no reason.
It was like, so him. It's like, what that do? It did nothing.
No one knows anything. No one knows anything about it. So eventually they find her body. She was shot with a Russian-made gun. And that's when you learn that way back when Nicolas Cage and his two buddies were basically in a war with the Russian mob. And they hijacked this
There we go.
car filled with cash, and they let one guy live. So they
Cool.
said that's the guy who
There it is.
for revenge. And they're like, why would he have done it so many years later? No one knew it was us.
Finally.
Like, there's all these weird plot holes that make no sense. Yeah. Rage goes ragey. And destroys everyone. Just starts murdering people left and right. And he goes insane. Like, he and his wife become estranged.
Thanks, your boy.
Always crying.
Appreciate it, man. Thank you very much for checking out the live stream.
And then later she's like, why are you doing this? He's like, you said I had to do what I had to do. Right?
Okay, yeah, I'm currently watching the season of Arrow right now, and I just saw Constantine's episode, and that's what made me think of it. That Constantine episode got me into Supernatural because I don't watch Arrow all that much live. And I saw that, and it was such a weird episode of Supernatural. I'm like, okay, this show seems pretty cool. It's just about to shit when he was getting beat up in the tent. I was like, holy shit, John motherfucking Constantine.
It's insane. And then the ending, which we will not spoil.
Oh, snap, Phil. Where's Phil? Did I just see Phil?
It's next level crazy.
So that's literally what the basic armor looks like. And I'm going to be able to adjust that. It's mounted, I believe. Looks like it's fixated on spandex shirt that I actually have. But inside, right there, on side of, like, whoop. So inside right here, right in the center area is where the ornate designs and everything will go. He has a Batman one, which is pretty cool, but not as cool as this.
It's on Netflix. Go watch it. Yeah. We need to do something related to our original podcast premise, or else this is insane.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Okay. Now let's go to Jumping Over Some of the Scouts. How's that Jumping Over?
It's so funny that I tell everyone before this starts that it's a morning radio show parody, and all they did was talk about Divergent. But it was funny. Ugh. Okay. Ugh. And also Sharpener.
Thanks, Bendor. What's going on in the world of sports besides violence against
There.
women?
This one is a knife sharpener.
Being yelled at for not doing stuff against it right.
Here's the thing.
NFL
I feel like you should have just stopped.
I
Been like, and then it's
just said
there was
that.
nothing. Nothing else has happened.
Edit that.
I'll get right on that.
Okay.
Okay, and then what do we have?
Weather today. Applebee, Texas. Probably.
Type in Applebee's.
Yep. Applebee's.
We're gonna go to Applebee's.
We got 88 degrees right now, 84 degrees. Tomorrow, 87, 87, 86, 85, 87, 90, 89.
Hike.
Omaha. Red 42. Red
Okay,
42.
so that's fantastic. Good job with the heat, Applebee's.
Uh-huh.
Do we have any news stories? Do we have any? We don't have time. Do we?
We got 2 news news story. There's F it, I quit. TV reporter Charlo Green quits live on air in spectacular fashion. Or man desperate for iPhone 6 rents out girlfriend to fund Apple handsets.
Hello, second one. What?
We got. Okay, so the new iPhone 6 is one coming in peace. But would you sell your girlfriend to buy one? The man in Shanghai offered to rent out his other half, reportedly to generate cash to buy Apple's latest gadget. He advertised the girlfriend share on a place card near the campus of Songjiang University with deals available by the hour, day, or month.
Wait, in what capacity? Like a sexual girlfriend?
I have no idea, but the sign said sharing girlfriend for pocket money. 10 RMB, which is...
Wait, hold on. Who's his girlfriend? If I was his girlfriend, I'd be pissed off. And like, sharing girlfriend for pocket money?
For pocket money.
Well,
£1
you got change?
per
I'll
hour.
give you a little bit.
£1 per hour. So you can trade your PS4 into GameStop right now and get $200 for it. But when the price drops to $200, I wonder what GameStop will give you for a PS4. Now, currently right now, the Xbox One and the PS4, before this whole entire deal, was like $40, $50. But you know what? Fuck GameStop. Not worth it.
I want to know the woman's point.
Oh, you have a PS4 and like 5 games and 2 controllers. Let me bring in my PlayStation 4 expert. Alright, he's gonna look at it. Yeah. I'll give you $25 for it.
We need to go there and save her. Yeah. And look, if she wants to do it, go on a date.
Yeah.
If she's down with it, I will gladly pay $10 for a date.
But like, he's taking the money from this.
Oh, yeah. Oh, well then we'll take her on a date, and while we're on the date, we'll be like, where are you going with this guy? Realize
like, you want to get free.
Yeah, like, no, we should be like, look, you're into this. Why are you letting him make the money? You make the money.
Yeah.
Get out. Cancel out the middleman. This guy
like
is using you to get an iPhone. Use your own money. You can get out of his house. You can go live your own life. This is what you're into. And if she's not into it, we free her.
Yeah.
I just don't understand. Like this, besides, like this most douchey thing on every level. So, asshole rents out woman to other
Wish you wanted GameStop.
quote unquote pocket change, and then use it to buy an iPhone. Yeah.
It's funny because a guy's loaning out his girlfriend for pocket change to buy an iPhone in the country where they make millions of iPhones. iPhone factories where they make the Retina displays have suicide nets because a lot of the workers get so overworked that they want to kill themselves, so they jump off the building and they land in the nets.
Outing herself as the owner of an Alaskan cannabis club and declaring F it.
Yeah, there's a reporter that on live on camera they're talking about. She does it. She's like, yeah, cannabis club, but you know what? Fuck it, I quit. Live on TV.
Dedicating all of my energy towards fighting for freedom and fairness, which begins with the legalizing of marijuana here in Alaska. And as for this job, well, that I have a choice, but F it, I quit.
Do we have a picture of this woman?
Yes.
She's pretty badass.
I got it. Are you kidding me? I love her.
Love at first sight. She wants some cannabis.
Dude, she's gorgeous. I'm in.
I want some of those sour bots. If anybody wants to send me any sour bots, please send me some sour bots.
Alaskan cannabis. Look, she's in Alaska. Her standards are very low.
Very low theory.
And there's so few people in Alaska that the person running the news segment is also the person who runs the cannabis club. There's so few people to hold positions. They're like, do you sell drugs? Yeah, okay, you can be on the news.
We won't even test you or anything.
Yeah, no. What are you gonna do?
Yeah, what are you gonna do? Quit on air?
Yep, that's how we end that episode.
Oh, I didn't get to talk about Maze Runner. I'll talk about it tomorrow.
Oh yeah, okay. No, I'll go see Maze Runner then.
Yeah.
Maze Runner was also pretty good. Oh no, it was Maze Runner and Maze Runner: The Scorch Trials. That's the movie.
Okay,
I really like that movie.
Thank you for watching, and as always,
To be continued. Bum 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 ba bum bum ba bum bum bum.
looking for a career in tech or business, or maybe marketing, data, or design?
It's probably a bad investment.
21st century skills from General Assembly. Study online or at one of their beautiful campuses. They've already helped more than 350,000 people get the training needed to propel their careers. You could be next.
No.
Contact General Assembly at ga.co/
D-Ray, what you need to do is you need to invest in a Burger King. Buy a Burger King and then invest and buy some stock in GameStop. Trust me, Burger King, man, that's the future right there.
Stitcher. That's ga.co/Stitcher. Enter the promo code Stitcher to save on your first class, workshop, or event. That's ga.co/Stitcher. Hello, everybody, it's time for Coca Cola. This is Dog in the morning.
I love Stitcher. You can just press play and just scroll all the way back and just let it play, and it just keeps playing all the way until the latest one. This was from
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Cox and Crendor in the morning.
Welcome,
there.
buddy.
Wednesday, September 24th, 2014. So a little less than 2 years ago.
Where are you going with this?
The YOLO.
The rodeo, yo-ho, YOLO.
I don't know where I was going with that either.
You only live once, the rodeo. That's true that, dog.
True facts and Carfax.
Get them checked out
That's the
with the
Carfax.
Carfox.
The Carfox, yeah, the Carfox.
That is
That's
the worst
fact.
mascot.
Carfox?
They were like, what's similar to
Gotta go to
Carfax
bed,
and a stoner
but I kind of
Carfax?
want replica Destiny weapons, like a Hawk
That's how that happened.
Hawk Moon or a hand cannon, or just send me some pictures via Facebook and I'll see if I can make one. Like after Comic-Con. After Comic-Con, I'll see if I can work on some Destiny weapons. That's probably where the money is, making replica video game weapons. I could probably do that. I could look at something and go, I could do that, even though I've never done it before. Just gotta be divergent.
Get out of here with your stupid company. By the way, this week's sponsored by Carfax.
Get your Carfax at your local Carfax.
Oh dear. So yesterday we said that we would go see, or I would go see Maze Runner, and I did.
You did.
And we need to talk about it before we end up with another 45-minute podcast about movies. We need to get short and to the point. What are your thoughts on that movie, Crendor?
So my thoughts on the Maze Runner is that it's like a divergent atmosphere feel, but it wasn't divergent.
It was targeting the tween audience,
Yeah.
but it didn't feel that way.
Yeah.
Makes sense?
Yeah. And it's like they start off, he randomly gets transported to this like location that's like an island. And you're like, oh, where is he at? And they're just like, we live here, now you're here, nobody remembers stuff. And you're like, oh, okay. And it's like right from then I'm just like, oh, well, what happened? And it like keeps that curiosity going. You always want to know, like throughout the movie, like what happened. Like in Divergent, I didn't care. Like, oh,
Alright. 1, 2 down.
I want to know what's going on.
Boom.
And that's
Yeah, it seems fun.
99% of the movie.
Yeah, because that seems like weapons would probably be easier to make than helmets and body armor, and quicker.
And then a girl shows up, and there's a bunch of boys originally, and then a girl shows up, and it's like, whoa! But the one thing they did that was great, they didn't make it into a douchey love story.
Yeah, I like that.
I was like, thank you for that.
I know.
It was good. I liked that part. And I think the concept of the maze was cool. How are the guys mapping it? Is my question.
I was wondering.
Ugh.
I don't know, because I mean, they map. People map the world.
How are they mapping it?
They're running out, and they're seeing everything. But I mean, it's shit.
Good night, scumbag.
Again.
Yeah.
I'm glad this movie was light on plot because it really, it was almost like I don't know so much of what's happening that an additional information overload would have just killed me. I was like, I don't know what is going on, but it's entertaining to watch. And then the last 5 minutes, maybe 10 minutes, are bonkers. Just insane. Bonkers. Actually, we have to say the ending. The spoiler warning is up. If you don't want to know the ending,
Spoiler warning, spoiler warning, spoiler warning, spoiler warning.
yeah, so come back in like 30 minutes.
All right, the spoiler's over.
So, like, obviously, them killing themselves on the video is part of the test they put together.
Yes. Which literally makes no sense. But I guess they set it up that way because when they sent the girl in, they said, no, you're the last. This is the last person.
Yeah.
And so I guess because they realized Tom or whatever the hell his name is, the main guy, was going to like once he killed Beaver, whatever those damn things are called. Once he killed one, they were like, oh well, I guess they're going to break through or something. I don't know. It doesn't make sense. All I know is they get through the maze and they're in a lab and there's a bunch of dead scientists who
Nope.
are not in fact dead.
What do you think about, like, the characters?
Look, I'm real honest. The dude who was in the third Narnia movie, that guy who has the weird eyebrows that always creeps me out.
Oh.
I don't know his name, but I enjoy him immensely, and I can't figure out why, but I just like that dude.
Yeah.
He looks very strange, but I just like him. He seems like a cool dude. I like that guy.
I like Albie, the black guy.
Will Poulter? Yeah, he's Galley.
Oh yeah, he's Galley. That guy. Yeah, he comes in at the end and tries to kill him.
Yeah, I like him.
You didn't recognize the Game of Thrones guy?
No.
Newt. Newt is...
Oh, he's the dude. Okay, spoilers. He's the guy from last season with the skeletons.
Yeah.
I didn't even realize that. What?
I know, right?
I am old. I was like, I didn't recognize that young boy.
He was the one person I was like, oh, he's the guy leading Bran Stark.
I don't know that I know anybody else. Now I'm looking through the thing. I don't know anybody.
Yeah, I don't know
Most of these people I've never.
A little like fat kid Chuck.
You know what I like about that though? Movies they make the fat kid like holy tail. They didn't do that.
Yeah.
Like you know, he was there for jokes and stuff, but he wasn't like I don't know what to make again. I hope there's food around. Yeah, there wasn't any of that. So I mean, it's definitely it was a relief from Divergent, which was very like by the book and very like by the numbers when it came to the this movie was 99% what the hell is happening, and then 1%, oh my god, what the hell is happening?
That's a good way of explaining it.
It was crazy pants. And I love that. I think it goes back to David Lynch movies and wackiness over. This was just crazy. It was like, what is going on?
I just love movies that are like outside the box and just blow your mind, and you're just like, it keeps you watching.
After I saw the movie, I actually had to go look up what was going on, because I was like, that can't be the ending. I was like, that doesn't make any damn sense. Turns out, it's part of like a series.
Yeah.
Like a book series, and there are 3 books and then a prequel to explain what books 1 through 3 were about.
I mean,
I'm like, well, shit, there you go. So, I'm kind of interested. I guess it's like a novel for teens or something. I don't know.
yeah. A lot of people are doing the Hunger Games type concept now, like,
And they all stole it from Battle Royale.
but it's like, this is more about an actual post-apocalyptic world with like a disease killing people. They're trying to like change it. It's like, whoa. And then you add in the maze, and you're just like, whoa.
Yeah, apparently this is a book that came out in 2007, and then it's followed by one called The Scorch Trials. That came out in 2010, and then another one called The Death Cure, and that was 2011. Oh, and then the next book was called The Kill Order. And I guess
The Kill Order?
I guess that just came out.
Yeah.
My favorite part is critical reception. The Kill Order was positive. Kids World, KIDZ World, gave it positive reviews. Kids World.
We find the books. They got the stooks.
We find the books, they got the stooks.
Yeah, I'd recommend it. Go see it if you haven't.
Yeah, I guess a lot of people did. It was like #1 in the box office or something. Wasn't even on my radar. I wasn't even gonna go see it until I heard like it was just wacky. I was like, oh, this is right up my alley.
Yep.
The fact that this perfect.
I love movies where they're all like on an island, stranded too, and like you don't know why. Like if you
That's
know
what I
why.
love about Lost. Lost was so the first 4.5 seasons of Lost were fantastic. Like there was so much going on, right? You know what was happening. There was this podcast, and I don't remember what the hell it was, but it was like some dudes who lived in Hawaii would do a podcast on Lost, and they would like drive out to where the sets were being filmed, and have like all this inside information about like what we saw, and all this cool things. And they would try, like people would call in, and they'd try to come up with what was going on in the story, and it was crazy because their guesses in season 2 were totally wrong by season 3. Then they had like grand story arc things they thought were gonna happen, and I got really into it because I was like, no one knows what's going on with this damn show. It's so good. And then they were like, it's about the people and not the island. It was like, no, shut up. You're the worst. It was always about the island.
Yeah.
I would recommend to you and to anyone listening who likes stuff like that, go watch Twin Peaks. It's very weird. You will immediately know who's responsible for it.
Yeah, David Lynch.
There you go, Twin Peaks.
Oh man, you have to see it.
You really do. It is very strange. If you like video games, I would recommend a game called Deadly Premonition. It is basically the Twin Peaks of video games. It is nonsense. I love stuff like that where it's just like, I don't know what is going on, but I really enjoy this.
Oh yeah, I want to see it. I want to see. Oh, it's the movie I like from David Lynch. It's like a double feature.
There you go.
I also managed to look up Nick Cage. Turns out he's making 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 movies right now.
Wait, what? I know
What?
Left Behind movie.
Yeah, he's making the Left Behind. He's also got Dying Light.
Can we just talk about how amazing that is? That the Left Behind franchise has been made 6 times now, and they're like, F it. It wasn't good. We need Nicolas Cage. So Nicolas Cage is going to take on the Antichrist. Can we
Oh my
just
God.
point that out?
Oh
That's
my God.
amazing.
Look at this movie cover of Left Behind with Nicolas Cage.
jihadist Muhammad Banir.
Exactly.
Is not dead, as assumed for 2 decades, but is alive and
Here.
receiving experimental medical treatment.
Here, Pazzaroni. This is what it's gonna look like.
Help of a disgraced young agent, Nicholas
All these things right here, combined with this stuff
Professor frantically searches for his son.
and this stuff,
During a Halloween parade. How come, like,
is gonna look
the
like
last
this.
5 Nicolas Cage movies we've seen have been him looking for a family member?
There,
I know. I was wondering.
there.
Plays the same thing.
So the boring part is cutting out the stencils, and then taking every one of the stencils and then stenciling it on foam, and then cutting out the foam, and then putting it all together.
He is directed by Paco Cabezas.
The one thing is, as soon as you put the stencils on the foam, then you gotta do each section by piece, so you don't, screw up.
Oh my god.
This is a Nicolas Cage movie that only came out in China?
Nicolas Cage and Hayden Christensen. What? A mysterious warrior teams up with the daughter and son of a deposed Chinese emperor to defeat their cruel uncle who seeks their death. We need to watch. We need to watch this movie.
We need to watch this movie.
You need to find that movie.
In China.
So you're saying we have to go to China?
If he comes out for look,
Hayden Christensen, he's a jumper.
several $1,000s to fly to China to see this movie. What is going on here? This is incredible. Literally, this movie is Nick Cage, Hayden Christensen, some guy named Ron Schwarberg,
There.
who's known for fighting Jackie Chan and Who Am I just with his feet. Oh, he's the feet guy in Who Am I?
Oh,
That's awesome.
what? I love that guy.
And then just a bunch of Asian dudes. No, wait, and someone named Preston Baker. Oh, but they're all Crusaders. Oh, so those are white guys.
Oh, Crusaders. Nicolas Cage in a movie. I thought John Cusack did that already.
Yeah, this movie sounds amazing. We need to see this movie. Nicolas Cage.
Nicolas Cage is killing it. Killing it.
He has made 77 movies.
Oh my god.
Wait, hold on. Hold on.
77 movies?
77?
Yeah.
I think we have him beat. That's a lot.
What?
But Samuel Jackson, 158 credits.
Damn, Samuel L. Jackson, 158 movies as of 2014.
Hold on. After. Because some of these are.
Maybe he's like the National Treasure video game.
I'm guessing. And when I feel like he did not have anything to do with that.
Anyway, I want to see that. I want to see David Jones if he looks for his son during a Halloween parade or something.
Let's get to something a little more podcasty. Okay. And that is. Jump, Grandor, how's that traffic out there?
Traffic's pretty insane right now. Cars are backed up because I'm flying over China.
You guys are wondering exactly what I'm listening to. I'm listening to Cox and Crendor in the morning. It's a podcast that makes fun of morning radio shows, starring Jesse Cox and Wow Crendor, both World of Warcraft players. Very, very funny. It's on Stitcher, every episode. And they have an animated series on YouTube, Cox and Crendor Animated. Their best moments from their podcasts. Short 2-minute videos. Also, Jesse Cox on the co-optional podcast with Total Biscuit.
In the weather.
Celebration of the Maze Runner gonna go to Maze, Nigeria.
I bet
Ooh.
something like Maze. You're just
Probably.
culturally insensitive.
That's what I am. I'm good at it.
Okay.
Today it's gonna be 98 degrees and hot.
That'd be funny if Batman actually did this.
Friday, Saturday,
Damn it, Alfred, leave me alone.
hot still for rain.
Hey, look. That's good. Hot rain is good rain.
I would love to take Peppercurd designs and put them into 3D printers.
Hot rain? Oh, man. Is it?
I don't know.
I know there's hard rain.
Hot rain would be a great movie. The Hot Rain, 1999. A love that doesn't include opening up unless you can be someone else.
What?
Starring
What?
Allie Anderson, Tanya Barnes, Eric Coble, Alex Michaels, and Morgan Oliver.
I don't recognize any actor
Forearm layer 1.
See who he is? I click on his name and go look at the images. It looks like people are like there's pictures of women like wrapping each other up in tape. What is going on? What is this? What is happening? He's got photos of women wrapping each other up in tape. What is happening? Is even a movie? Who is this man?
Okay, so that isn't a piece.
Oh, it's written and directed by Alex Michaels. What? What? It's all about him. Alex Michaels wrote and directed this movie. The Hot Rain. Alex Michaels.
Yeah, The Hot Rain.
You know how in like scary movies, when you see a movie, a woman comes out of it and eats her face off?
Yeah.
That's what Hot Rain looks like.
It is. It's like that. It's like what's that girl, The Ring.
What the shit? It's on YouTube. It's on. The Hot Rain is on YouTube.
Hot Rain's on YouTube.
The Hot Rain, Part 8. The Hot Rain. Look up well, it's Prelude to Cinema is what it is.
Okay.
But it doesn't have like a slash because it just has YouTube.com / blah 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 letters. It's gonna update his thing. But it's on here and it's recorded on like an old school camera. Oh my god. God, it's horrifying. It is like Out of the Ring. This is what you see before you die. This is what you see.
It's like what somebody would film in like their high school film class.
I think this might have been his high school film class, but this guy was born in 1966.
He was in high school a long time.
Yep.
He just kept making movies. They're like, can't graduate with that. I'm sorry.
On his IMDb page is a picture of him with the Cleveland Brown VIP draft experience. April 24th, April 14th, 2014. This is the most recent photo, and it literally has nothing to do with acting. I love this guy. I love this guy in every possible way. Holy crap, is that funny?
Hopefully all this stuff isn't for vain.
Cleveland Browns draft experience.
I'm gonna screw it up.
Alright, what's going on in sports?
God damn, I'm gonna need a lot of 2mm. Fuck.
Browns draft experience. Not very fun.
Well, for certain draftees, yes.
Yeah. So Golden State Warriors got a stadium being built. Looks like a toilet. And that's all I got.
There you go. That's it. That's sports. That's sports. Alright, Trevor, what is our big story of the day?
Well, we were gonna do the three-boot woman,
Uh-huh.
but I don't have that article.
Everyone has been sending it to us all day.
All
It's your
day.
one job. Your one job. Hold on. What story were you gonna do that was better than a three-boot woman?
President Obama gestures to Marines dubbed the latte salute. He's got a latte. The latte
Wait, what?
So, except for calling it the latte salute, President Obama stepped off Marine One at the Wall Street landing zone in New York City, and he saluted two Marines as he held a coffee cup in his hand. The video was drawing ridicule from some Instagram users who saw the unorthodox salute as unpresidential. Hopefully, it was just a slip by the president, one user posted. Others saw unnecessary nitpicking and criticism. People are dying from disease, abuse, or even hunger. Another user commented on the video. Priorities.
That's good, but it's not three-boot good.
Oh, we got a recent article here about three-boot woman being a fake.
What?
Yep.
Breaking news.
Breaking
news.
Yeah.
Yes, my daughter.
A three-boot woman allegedly had three boobs. But according to this report on the TMZ, a three-boot woman
Her boob.
The boob.
A 3-breast prosthetic thing. By the way, she told cops the prosthetic was valued at $5,000. Yep. It's a fake boob.
I don't believe this.
It's a fake boob.
I believe this less than I believe that a woman went out and got another boob added on.
No.
TMZ, I challenge you to prove that.
Yeah, I challenge you. I want real evidence.
I fundamentally believe a woman in her right mind went out and had a third boob attached in between her other two boobs.
Yeah. I believe that too. Cool Papa says shocking.
Cool Papa was very invested in that. He was like, oh no, my three boob girlfriend!
Man, Cool Papa's not so happy anymore.
Cool Papa is the only person who can handle a woman named Tri-Devil.
Tri-Devil.
Devil? What the hell kind of name is that? They call me Janice Tri-Devil.
That's interesting.
But why would, out of all the names that you could make yourself into to be a badass, you chose Tri-Devil.
Tri-Devil.
You know what? She deserves to not have that third boob.
Yeah.
I'm glad it got taken away by that thief knew. That thief was doing us all a favor. He exposed a lie. A three-breasted lie.
It's not what we need in our life. Or anyone's life.
How would you motorboat three boobs?
Valid point. That's like a circle. Resurrection says, Harvey, forget 3 boobs. Give me 3 bombs. I don't know what that means.
What? The quality comments over at TMZ.
And then Saskatchewan says, I'd still suck on him. Okay, the woman who claims to have a third boob implanted on her body showed off good. Not nearly long enough for the TV anchor who was interviewing her. In a moment that will go down in journalism history, the guy asked Tri-Devil for a look at the third breast, and when she only flashed it for just a moment, the reporter asked, can you hold it up a little longer so we can get a better shot of it? She refused.
That's because it was fake. Oh, no. She doesn't. I was about to say, what kind of woman with three boobs doesn't want to show off her three boobs unless they're fake?
Yep, they can't fool the internet.
TMZ nailed it. TMZ nailed it. Nailed it.
Yep.
That old man on TV I see all the time is like, tell me something good. He's always drinking a soda.
Yep.
That guy, I don't know his name. Jonathan TMZ. Jonathan Sims of the Tim's Fortune. Yeah, that's great. Well, we learned that the internet jumped the gun today. They were telling me there were 3 boobed women out there. There were not. It was a lie.
What's a lie you should do to fix that?
What exactly?
Maze Runner. It'll make your mind better.
That will fix nothing. You'll be like, I don't know what is happening. Oh god, that's it, guys. That's the show. Thank you for listening, and we will be back tomorrow, as always.
Should probably just rename it Video Feed. DIGTAKA's Workshop Video Feed.
With TransferWise, you'll always get the
Oh,
real exchange
damn
rate,
it.
making it up to 8 times cheaper than your bank. Start saving today at TransferWise.com or download the award-winning app.
Hello, everybody. It's time for
There, let's just rename it DIGTAKA's. There, boom. Boom.
Everybody, and welcome back to Trendor in the morning.
Hey, it's the morning, maybe. It could be for you, maybe not for us.
Somewhere around the world it's morning. Right now, it is morning.
Should be our slogan. Somewhere it's morning.
Right? That's what alcoholics say when they drink at 10 a.m. Somewhere it's afternoon.
Yeah, somewhere it's time to drink.
Yeah, screw it. So we're like, if you're a podcastaholic, we're your Jim Beam.
We're your alcohol. We're your problem.
Drink up, kids.
We're the problem, man.
So, today, I witnessed something amazing. So, I spent 99% of the day going around, doing all sorts of stuff. I guess it was yesterday. Guys, we're definitely not recording this at 12:19 a.m. the night before. Wink, wink.
Definitely not.
Yesterday, I was doing a lot of, like, filming and stuff. Around. By the way, every day I see my favorite billboard in the world, and every day I laugh. It's a giant billboard of the California state flag with the bear, except he's face palming, and it says California, #2 in syphilis. So that is my favorite billboard, and I see it everywhere now, and I'm like, yeah, #2. I want to know what #1 is.
That is a t-shirt.
I want that as a t-shirt. If anyone wants to send me that billboard, I'm sure there are images online, on a t-shirt, I will wear that everywhere. It is hilarious. I don't know what #1 is, though. #1 is anybody. So,
Yeah, this is
new billboard tells California is their #2. Well, I found a picture of the billboard that you can send me on a shirt. I found that, but it doesn't say who #1 is.
alright.
Similar STD billboards have appeared in Florida, Oklahoma, Alabama, Tennessee, and Georgia.
Oh, it's Florida.
Is
There's
it?
no doubt in my mind.
I would say Florida too, but I don't. It doesn't say anything here.
Everyone in syphilis. There's a 2012 surveillance study.
State by state. Which is easiest to catch STDs? Ooh, I like this.
Oh,
State
man.
by state. Chlamydia is the most common reported STD in the U.S. for the past 20 years. There we go. Pelvic inflammation disease. That sounds awful.
To all of you guys that are just hanging out in the chat and still watching and maybe fell asleep while watching, good evening. Is it still evening? It is still technically evening. At 12 minutes to midnight. Thank you very much for, I guess, turning on the live stream and then ignoring me. It's cool. I love viewers. And I love you.
Vermont. Those are kind of
All the best.
like in the same area from what I've learned so far on this podcast.
Not really at all. West Virginia, not really.
Shoulder, shoulder, shoulder.
Well, there's like a lot of very religious people in Utah. Maybe they don't believe in like protection.
That's boring.
They
Well,
don't believe in protection.
No. These are places that have the least likelihood of getting it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, because they're boring then. Okay.
Meanwhile, the worst places for STDs: Louisiana, that's Mardi Gras, y'all.
Yep.
Mississippi, Georgia, Alabama, South Carolina. So basically the South. Arkansas, the South. Basically
The whole entire South is just full of STDs.
Georgia is first for syphilis.
Nice. Way to go, Georgia. #1 in syphilis.
First, third is Louisiana. California, not even in the top. That's crazy. California, not in the top 10 worst. We are #2 for syphilis, but not for everything. We're really low for everything else.
That's it.
Syphilis is easily cured with penicillin, I think.
But syphilis, we just injected people.
Yep.
Come to California and get your syphilis injection.
Hey, I'll do it myself.
I don't give a. Alright, that is interesting. Anyway, won't do this. I was driving around after the club, and it was like 6 o'clock or so. And I decided, you know what? I'm hungry. I want dinner. I have yet to eat anything today. I think I had a granola bar at like 8 a.m.
Shoulder 3.
It was very good. It was very good. I was out there eating my boneless wings like an idiot, just like I was just by myself.
I feel like it's a Disney movie. It's just like boneless wings. Very good. Like a whole band like starts marching.
Finding dwarves like I like wings.
They're mining for boneless wings. That's how Wingstop gets their wings. They mine the wings out of the ground.
Man, they're making me hungry now.
I mean, they obviously aren't real chicken wings, so they have to be made from something. Mines.
Might actually take a drive to go get some fast food in a bit.
So I was sitting there, and it was around dinner time. People were walking in and walking out. I'm just sitting there watching. I think because we're on the West Coast, we were getting the.
Joe, if you're out there driving around, bring me some fast food. I'll text you my address. I want a Burger King. I'll give you money. I'll give you, if you got change for 20, I'll give you cash. If you come and go get me, like, Burger King, like a Whopper with cheese. If you are watching, that is.
You want to get into sports early.
Yes, the show South Park destroyed the Reds. Go watch the new season. It's really funny. So anyway, I was watching the game, and these two dudes walk in, and they are just on something. Like, not like drugs, but
I'm so glad, even though people are like, oh, I want to live in California, I want to live in California. No, I don't want to live in California. Thanks. I'll stay away from that. There's too many crazy ass people. I enjoy where I live now. It's nice and it's my safety space.
What? You own me? I can go get wings wherever I want to go get wings. I was like, what is happening? And I kept listening because they were very loud. I want to go out the front.
Ugh.
What are you do about it? Nothing. Stay home, watch a stupid show. Is what you're gonna do. I was like, oh, okay. They are angry, and so, and then they're two pretty diesel-looking dudes.
How old are they?
Oh, I would say maybe 18, 19. That weird period where they just eat everything.
Alright.
And so
Here's the Batman
they walk
symbol.
in, they're all like, I guess they pre-ordered, so they have their food waiting, and they sit down, and they start eating. And they
There we
still are very loud about the whole situation.
There we
And
go.
then another diesel dude waiting in
There
line
we go.
goes,
Nice Batman symbol. This is going to be for the Red Hood.
cut the chatter and treat whoever you're talking about with respect. Stop saying the B word. The dude, and of course, because you should never interrupt crazy people's conversations, the two huge diesel dudes stand up to the other huge diesel dude and go like, what'd you say? He goes, stop using the B word. There are kids here. He's like, I'll do what I want. You ain't my mama. He goes, if I was your mama, I'd slap your face for being so disrespectful. And then I proceeded to watch two men walk to the door and say, you want to handle this outside? And the guy's like, I'm waiting for my wings. I'll handle it after I'm done eating.
What?
So the two dudes go, okay. And then they sit back down and start eating the entire time like, let him say something. Let him say something. Let him say something stupid. I'll go get him. Meanwhile, this other
2 millimeter.
just like
2 millimeter.
is like he orders his food, sits down, and just crazy eyes them the entire time. And he's eating like
2
chicken
millimeter.
wings, so his
2
face is
millimeter.
all messy, and he's just crazy eyes. These two guys
Separate
are
these in
the
3/8.
So they finish eating, and then they go outside and proceed to beat the shit out of each other in the parking lot. What? In the middle of a shopping center, proceed to beat the crap out of each other. And this one dude takes on two guys, and it's pretty much a fair fight.
Oh, damn.
And they called the police, and the police came and broke up.
2 millimeter.
Did the guys
3/8 inch.
Wingstop called the
Which
police.
is going to be probably that size.
The girl on the counter was, when they went outside, the girl on the counter was, she goes, ah, hell!
So this is probably going to be the 3/8 inch. We're going to be working with this.
Some crazy ass.
Okay, we're going to use these for the 3/8 inch. You got to use this for the 6 millimeter, even though it's a 2 millimeter, because we're going to have a bulky costume. Okay, 3/8". It's probably going to be the underneath ones, and then the bigger 2mm go on top of the 3/8. No. 2mm base, and then 3/8 on top of it. I'm going to separate that because I can't remember what that chest to abs gluing template was.
She was real pissed. And all the people in the back, all the guys working in the back were like, oh, it's going down. They stopped working. I think she was the manager. And so she was like, I'm going to have to call the cops when my guys get back to work.
No. Oh, okay. 3/8 is the thick stuff.
Topics and
So
articles for today's episode. I found one about a woman
3/8,
had enough plastic
6mm.
She says she wants to be a sex doll. Now, my thought process was like, why would you want to become a sex doll? She goes, no, I just want to look like one. I don't want to. So basically, she wants to look like one of those awful plastic-looking things with like the giant open mouths, right? Oh yeah, like the weird ass. Yes, the things that like guys fight like their friends as a gag gift for their 21st birthday.
There.
That kind of stuff. At the bottom, the illusion's been ruined. It was like world famous porn stars without makeup. And you got it. I'm literally shattered. It's almost as if that industry is entirely fake. It's almost like everything in the porn industry is a
Okay.
lie. It was
3/8.
The next thing you're gonna tell me is they do super editing to make it look more
6mm.
than it actually is.
I've never like it
2mm.
It must have been like a Instagram thing where all the different women involved decided to do like a this is me without makeup and me with makeup kind of thing because they're all very similar. It's 3 shots. It's one without, one in the process, and one at the end. And as you just go through it,
Yeah,
it's
that was a
like,
bad idea.
holy crap! What happened?
Still a
Whoever
proxy
makes artists
page.
are geniuses. I mean, it's mind-blowing. It is legitimately mind. You're like, that's not the same person. And then you realize, oh my god, it's all a lie. I had a friend.
6mm, 6mm,
This is one of those things that I think is really quite true.
6mm, 6mm. And I can't remember what this. I gotta check on the tutorial in regards to which one this is because we have 2 mislabeled ones.
They still have makeup, but it's like bare minimum makeup.
We still got undetailed, unverified stencils. Because currently, let's put this over here. So the chest to abs gluing template for the center. So I'm assuming there. Could be. But these 2 ones right here. So top and then center. And this may be the cross. Not quite sure. So center top and chest to abs gluing template. So, see if we can organize this better. Head hurts. All right, I'm gonna put this right here. So, 3/8". Bam. There we go. All right, and then we're going to use this. Glad I got a bunch of extra shit. This thing is gonna be hysterically miscolored and everything. The sheer fact that there. Alright, there's the 2mm right here. There in this little tiny little thing. And then good old 6mm. 5mm is actually the preferred one for a lot of crafts, but 6mm works. You can buy 6mm small craft sheets about that size at Michael's for 99 cents. But I would definitely suggest to you, if you're watching this, take my advice, go into hobbylobby.com. Regardless of whatever their stance is, they have the best deal for the foam. You have large foam sheets this size. Let's see. And 5 per sheet. And, you know, or 5 per package. I got 20. Cost me around $30. That's with shipping and everything, but it is certainly worth it because, you know, comparable value. It's almost like, am I going to get 99s? Am I going to buy something, let's see, this size? Right there, that tiny size. No bigger than this. It's probably this high. Or that whole entire sheet that's double the size for the same price. All right, so arm details. We're going to work with, okay, let's see. I need to find a better place to hide. Oh, not hide, but put these things right here. So we're just going to layer these as a sandwich and put this over here. We're going to move the package of, I'm going to put it right up there. I'm going to put, oh, okay, cool. We're going to put this right on top of the paint bucket. Excellent. Excellent. Can't really do any Dremel work or whatever right now. Right, let's put all the sheets, the regular sheets. Cox and Crendor in the morning. Whoa, whoa. All right. Take care of the 2 millimeters first. There. I am hungry. Hungry, hungry, hungry. Pinterest? Oh my god. Tell me more.
It's not like you have no makeup. Like, the guys were oblivious, and we're just like, oh, girl, you look fine as is. Meanwhile, it took me like an hour to
What
get
if
that
you
way.
made costume... Hold on a second.
Levels of makeup, right?
Fuzzaroni, what if you made his costume from Arkham Knight, which is basically has a Daft Punk helmet? Hold on, Fuzzaroni. Alright, you mean this there, Fuzzaroni? It's so funny when I say, like, the Arkham Knight, everybody assumes that I'm talking about Batman. No, I'm talking about Jason Todd's alter ego before he got back together with Batman and became the Red Hood. I'm talking about this. Bum, bum, bum. And here's an even cooler part. Watch this. I've already wired it up. And there. Yes, it does. Yeah, there. It's got LEDs inside. So. I'm really good at this stuff now. As you can see right here, we're going to go to just the OBS so I can actually follow this right here. I've wired this up to 2 9-volt batteries to kill switches. So, I'm going to wire this up to the costume itself, but right here you got left eye and you got red eye, and these are just regular 9-volt batteries. I just made this little compartment right there just for showsies. Right there. So it'd probably be best to keep the mask right here so people go, oh, that Arkham Knight. Let's see if we can put them right at the head of the table just so people can see. There, we're going to move this just a bit over just so they can see the entire mask. I'm just kidding, but oh my god.
Yeah, so. And this is all made out of foam, Fuzzeroni. I just need to do the black area, like a dark purple. There. Right there. And then we turn on the switches. Where's the other one? There. Yeah, this is the reason why I'm not live streaming anymore. Or all that often. I'll get you, Batman. There we go. So yeah, cosplay ingenuity, ladies and gentlemen. I am the low-budget Tony Stark. I'm following in the footsteps of Sengprod and Eris armor and the whatever his name is, the Hactionary or something. Guy made the I don't want to say hacktivist. Yeah, actually, I can do that. I can do the silver. Hey, I can actually get this material. What about this, Fuzzeroni? Yes or no? Emma, 1 second. Also use this kind of material. Fuzzeroni, did you see my red hood? What I'm working on for red hood? Because I'm going to cut out parts of this and make this the inside of the red hood for the eyes. Yeah, the hacksmith. Thank you. Yeah. So I'm following in the footsteps of the hacksmith, and Sengprod actually is the one who got me into this. If you Google XIENG and space prod, PROD, he's the one who showed me. Well, I watched his videos about 1,000,000 times, and this is almost, if you look at his mask and my mask, I'm using all the exact same materials, all the same crafts. Metallic paint with scratches and everything, same construction. And here's the craziest thing is I didn't get any stencils from him. I looked at his videos and eyed it, go, that should be this big. Should be this big. So I literally made this entire helmet with no professional stencils. I made this all myself from looking at YouTube videos. This is what happens when you watch a YouTube video and you get somebody who's really creative, so. There we go. Just have him face the camera. Or maybe right here. There we go. That looks cooler. Way cooler. There. Boom.
Is a lie?
Well, your teenage dreams are gone.
My teenage dreams. My Katy Perry's gone. It's gone. It's kind of like when they had that Katy Perry photo that was posted. Like Katy Perry minus makeup, and everyone was like, "Oh my god!" I was like, "Well, that's reality."
They did it with a lot of celebrities. They're like, oh wow, they just look really normal.
Yeah, they look like normal people. They don't. It's crazy. It's crazy. All I'm saying is, stop looking normal, porn stars.
Yeah.
If you need, get whatever that robot surgery is that made that woman look like a cat. And you just look like you're in porn all the time.
I have no idea what you're talking about. the robot surgery thing.
Like a cat. What? That was poorly explained, but I stand by my statement. Stand by my statement.
Just get the robot surgery. Makes you look like a cat. Then you're gonna be hot.
Yeah, okay, cool. Actually, no. Hopefully you saw it. Yeah. So, I was hiding my face in a lot of videos, but yeah, I did it with automobile primer, 3 layers of primer, 3 layers of red Honda paint, then 3 to 4 layers, probably like 6 layers of sealer. But I gotta put modeling clay over that to make it a nice smooth area, and then I needed like a white mesh to put inside because it has eye sockets. So it's almost like, yeah. But I have sunglasses in there for the eyes.
If you ever looked at my arms compared to my face, you'd be like, what are those white bony things doing there? Like,
and then I got this Fazeroni. You probably haven't seen this, but yeah, I did the mesh for the torso of the Arkham Knight, so be able to wear this right there. Made my own red camo with old denim pants, my old fat denim pants. Oop.
I don't know. I was gonna search for plastic. There's no place. It's called plastic. However, there is, however, a Robo Sweden.
There's a place in Sweden called Robo.
In Robo Sweden, we have 59 degrees and cloudy. I mean, usually pretty cloudy in Sweden.
That's what you expect from Robo Sweden.
Robo Sweden.
That's not even. You're gonna get on me for my robot cat, man? You are. I am Robot Sweden.
Actually, it's RG4. I'll bring back RG4 in the weather. I mean, the sports. Not even 99% humidity today? Whoa, Robo.
That's because it's raining. It's raining there. 99% humidity. It's gonna rain. In fact, they should be underwater.
It should be underwater right now.
99% humidity is like the beach.
Yeah.
Water should be flapping over you. I think that's how that works.
I don't know. Don't ask me. I'm not a scientist.
That's weather.
Alright.
Sports
news. RG4 is looking like he's going to get the start very soon because RG3 is terrible.
Oh yeah, he is bad. RG3 sucking this year.
Yeah, he's gotten benched for Kirk Cousins, and it's pretty bad.
We need to get on it. He needs to go to the shop. RG3 needs his upgrade.
He's ready for the upgrade.
He's ready for his upgrade. RG4.
No ACL tears. Or AC tears. ACL tears? That's the word I'm looking for.
AC tears sounds like the kid from Saved by the Bell. I'm AC Tears. Hey, I'm AC Tears.
The new DJ.
I've always vaped. I actually might think that I'm looking forward to being able to put together this entire armor, be able to wear. But I got to bring a crate to New York Comic Con. This is all going to be in preparation for New York Comic Con in less than a month. 29 days.
That though.
The pop rap hip hop genre, you gotta say your name.
Well, because people sampling it.
Yeah. So they're just like, yo, Lil Wayne on the track.
It's almost like it's an ego thing. It's weird.
It is an ego thing.
Yeah, it's strange.
Like even in like J-Lo. J-Lo's just like, J-Lo here.
No, J-Lo's like Jenny from the block. Don't judge me by the size of my rocks.
Yeah, but she still says her name.
I guess.
Like, I'm still Jenny from the block. It's all a big ego boost thing.
Well, I'm gonna make a song called Jesse Cox. Rocks.
From the blocks?
From the blocks. I'm still Jesse from the blocks.
Used to have a little, still got a little. No.
Don't judge me by the size of my cuts. I'm still Jesse from the blocks. San Derulo. It's San Derulo.
That's
With
sports.
worldwide.
Sports. That's always happens. Just
All
go
right.
on some random tangent in the section. It's like, oh yeah, we're doing that still.
So what is our big news story of the day?
Can you imagine if an actual news show did that, like the sports section on a big brand? They're like, oh yeah, we're still in the sports section, guys.
I'd watch that news show.
I would
Are you
too.
kidding me? I'd watch that.
So, we got a couple choices here.
Okay.
Plane makes unscheduled landing due to alleged masturbator. We also have
Just alleged. Hasn't been charged yet.
stormtroopers, how they'll look, but that's kind of like, they just look like Darth Vader, but with the weird.
But they're white.
No, they're not white anymore. They're silver.
Wait, the stormtroopers are silver?
Yep.
Here, I'll link you. That's what they look like.
Yeah, October 6th.
Dude, that guy's badass looking.
Yeah, I like
October
it.
6th to the 8th, I think.
Awesome.
Or 5th to the 8th. I don't know.
Oh,
See.
Look, it's been 40 years since the Empire was defeated. Why are there still stormtroopers around?
It can't be any worse than the previous 3 movies.
It doesn't make sense, Krendor. It doesn't make sense.
Oh,
Why
they're
it's been
Wait.
40 years since the fall of the Empire. There could have been guys like, I'm gonna bring it back, but the Jedi would have kicked their ass. All I'm saying is, it don't make sense. Don't make me get out my PowerPoint presentation and fight you over a pool of lava, because I will. I will do it.
He will do it.
Okay.
They'll explain it. I'm
So
sure
it's from the
they'll
7th
Oh, I'm sure they
7th
will. I don't know if I'll
through
like
the
it.
9th.
explain it. Yeah.
And
And then there's
I
also,
leave
the world's hottest
on
mugshot.
Thursday night,
Like,
October
being
6th.
the female
Get there
lead.
around 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock at night on Thursday. And then leave around 2 p.m., 2 p.m., 3 p.m. on Sunday. And then enjoy Columbus Day. Or I could just, not leave and leave on Monday. And I don't have fall recess until the second week of October.
I think I would take 8 fabulous mugshots.
I think you would too.
Thank you.
Take a very
Well, don't worry. You're smart enough and you're in a better degree than I am, sort of, maybe. Okay, so that's arm detail. Arm detail 3.
authority each and every day, and people assume that since I am attractive that my life is perfect. Well, it's not. I was wrongfully arrested by an officer who abused his authority. I designed shoes. My best friend was my dog who got killed. I love Disney World, and I am very family oriented. I put my pants on just like you, but since I'm beautiful, I'm just a horrible person. Okay, young world.
Well, first off, agreed. As a beautiful human being, you're automatically horrible. If I can extrapolate, what she said was, don't hate me because I'm beautiful. And if anything, that's why I get to hate you.
It's true.
That's as someone who is
I'm gonna mark this stuff now, so you gotta do the piece by piece, I guess.
Hobgoblin law.
Come on, that's Hobgoblin. That's how it works. Hashtag Hobgoblin law. Oh, I'm so beautiful. I can't help that my life is so hard. You know what?
Detail.
You got beauty on your side, lady. Imagine that life, but ugly. And then tell me how hard it is. Oh,
Okay.
my life's so hard, and then I'm beautiful. Be ugly. Then imagine what it's like.
I would like to catch a very attractive female masturbating on a plane. That would be pretty cool.
Next time a beautiful person says to you, "Oh, my life's so hard, you don't know." You're like, try being ugly.
Yeah,
Take your problems and compound it with the fact that you are ugly.
Yeah, try being Doug Adams, who's 26 and removed from the Virgin Airlines flight when he was allegedly masturbating.
Oh, it's a guy.
Doug Adams is so ugly that he has to beat it.
So it
on
was a
the
guy.
roof.
Ugh. Alright. So right
Waiter
here.
tried to open an exit door.
You know why?
Here's the one thing. When you're doing this, you have the arm detail, and you already have the foam. And this is the hole where this came out. So this belongs right there. So since this area is right here, in order to make, it says left and right, in order to make the absolute, opposite of that, or the other side, right there, and you go, boom. There you go. And if you need to reposition it somewhere else to use the maximum capacity of foam, there you go. So when I cut this part out, this should be perpendicular, so they will come in pairs. So So I think that would be probably left or right. It doesn't matter. They're going to look the exact same way. So, and it's going to be a whole lot easier to mark this because I'm using the white pencil instead of the mechanical pencil, and I can just easily, and also it's 2 millimeters up, so be able to. I wish I had room to do it inside my room. But you know, this is the one place where I don't have to worry about making a mess. So I feel like Bob Ross. Happy little foams, happy little sketches. There. Loo 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 loo. All right, bam! Look at that. You can see it. You can even see it from the camera. So we're gonna put this over here. Bam, and then you gotta go. Then that's since I make that pattern. See, you can see that white area right there. We're gonna put that right here. Use the mechanical pencil. Mechanical pencil could almost cut through this entire thing. So right there, we just gotta outline and make a proper indent so it's a good groove for the X-Acto knife. I like to do this very systematic in 3, and I don't care if I have to trace this line, every line 3 times. I want to get it right. There, and doing the white line makes it easier for the mechanical pencil, and then the groove allows the X-Acto knife to cut it without screwing up. There. Right there. Whoops. There we go. There, as long as I make a mistake, as long as I correct it, and I'm inside of the groove. Fazzaroni, I actually got to meet a YouTube fan of my work in real life. It was pretty interesting. Mr. Al Red Sox fan. I got to meet him at Boston Comic Con. He saw me before I saw him, so. Don't get any ideas, Fazzaroni. Don't get any ideas. You and Spy Boss. There. Bum, 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 bum. Idle hands, my friend. Idle hands. Think, think, think. Creating those cuts. Creating those cuts. All right, we're going to go up. And I want to make sure that I mark each side so I know which side is which. So I just have to make a mirror replica, and then follow. I'll do as much as I can. I'll probably just, you know, times it now. I've been doing this for what? I don't know. Shit. A couple hours? Damn, hopefully it'll be a little bit more fun. Okay. This is the top right there. Right there. So, as you can see, these are the arm details for left and right. So it would be top and back. So, as you can see right there. So this would be, these are the easy ones. The other ones where it says 45-degree angles and whatnot, hopefully we'll be able to institute the engineering ruler to make grooves. So yeah, so we would do this. So that's the one thing you do not want to waste foam by doing the exact same shape. Even though these are easy, but the other ones, especially when you make grooves on them, and you do the wrong groove, fucks up your entire mojo, entire day. Okay, so AD, arm detail. Okay, L, R, and then top, and then back. Or I could just, you know, see how the writing is right there. I could just flip it around there, and there's no mark. So I think it would probably be best to mark them on the back so that the top layer does not get involved. Hey, look at it. It's after vape. It's in my lungs. I got tons of jokes. king of jokes. All right, I'm going to also pair these up, the stencils, and here the finished ones with the actual stencil itself, so I know exactly, so I can always refer to it later on. So, there. And the straps. Oh yes, I'm going to be using this to wrap around certain armor stuff so we can secure it. So as soon as it's on, right on, tons of Velcro, some shitty peppercura. Yeah, I don't need this peppercura in my life. I'm going to put the ab pieces in here. All these ab pieces for the Batman costume. Oh, they're finished. They're all beveled. They're useless now. Because halfway through a Batman Arkham Knight thing, and I find out that it's the actual Batman. But these are all the ab pieces that I made. That you put them all together and it looks like an awesome design. If you would like to see what this big pile of mess looks like, go to my Instagram, DIGTAKA, and you'll be able to scroll down and be able to see all the cool stuff. There, so I'm going to put this right in here. All these ab pieces. So I can, so right here, and then Fuzzeroni, see? Pet mask. Ab pieces and everything right there. So that's typically exactly what we're doing. I am actually going to bail out and go get some food. Go get some fast food, some dirty fast food. And I will check you guys later. I'm going to be working a couple more hours on this to try to cut as many of the 2mm that I can do. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Either I'm going to be playing a video game or doing this. So stay awesome, bros. Alright, whoever's watching, thank you very much for watching. I do appreciate it. If you are watching this on demand, make sure to follow me on Twitter. It's DIGTAKA. DIGTAKA. DIGTAKA, just like that. It's Instagram. This is the live feed from the DIGTAKA workshop where we're going to be making this guy's armor. And yeah, make sure to check out the Friends of Phil and Phil the Issues Guys channel, and also Diecast coming back soon. We're on a hiatus just due to the fact it's school and Joe's new job. So, peace. I don't know how many other people can I say. Bye, Fuzzeroni. And as I say goodbye, I just want to quote my favorite Russian YouTuber when I say, "Hello, Blazers, no fuckers here." That's horrible. Bye.